did the guitar say to the lead singer of the band, "Stop stringing me along"?
That was almost good.
And welcome back to the best thing you watched this week. I started off with a dad joke because I had a dad siesta nap just before I started this, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that when I get to that age, I'm allowed. I think I'm allowed. Am I allowed, Chris? Yeah, enough.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Chris said so. Welcome. We're going to be doing normal things this week. Podcast stuff for the audio is still included as part of the live segment. So if you're catching this on the audio, welcome. We love our listeners there on the podcast. If you're new, if you just dropped in, if you just found us on the search algorithm that is YouTube, the strangeness that is YouTube, Chris has a channel called Movies and Munchies where he does amazing movie reviews and sometimes does munchies as part of that, depending with if he's found something new and delicious to eat. And I myself do a lot of anime, world cinema, and whatever it takes my fantasy. B, you're my fantasy. What's the line from Back to the Future? Uh,
You're my density.
oh, you're my density. Yeah, I love that line. So great. Uh, I put a bit of Fallout gameplay out on my channel this week, Chris.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
happened? Well,
I
why?
encountered a I encountered a death claw, which is a mutated. It's got massive claws. A
Okay.
mutated
Is it like a
bear
bear?
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's got like horns and massive claws, and it was irradiated, so it's not even a normal death claw. And you always kind of run away. And then I was fighting an irradiated scorpion, giant, like giant, and I thought that was scary. And then my companion, who was with me, decided to glitch out and just levitate off the ground in a T pose and just followed me
Oh.
around like that. And I
Oh,
was
that's
like, yeah.
freaky.
But actually, talking about freaky, I've got some scary stuff to review this week because my wife watched her first proper scary movie. This like I would
Mm.
consider these scary movies. I managed to convince her to watch it with me, and she didn't want to. But I put it on, and then in the background, she's like, "Oh, damn it, I'm invested now." So we're going to be talking about some interesting things that I think are going to be a mix because I definitely like one film that you don't. Um,
Yeah, I had fun, mild fun with it,
yeah,
forgettable fun with it.
yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get that, but
Yeah.
2.5 I thought was harsh, but we'll get into that. Especially considering you like the poo that was Zack Snyder's slow mo poo. Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I know.
yeah.
I thought 4 was generous though, so well,
Yeah,
there you
yeah,
go.
that probably is true. I said as much in my review, though. um,
Oh.
should we go to the chat and see how everybody's doing before we get into our
Yeah.
weekly stuff?
Yeah, let's do that. Who do we have here? Oh my gosh, I love the name Funky Chicken. Let's go. Hello to Leo the short guy who watched Atlas. We'll reserve comment until later. Hi. Hey, Yale, how are you? The Buddy Dojo, Rabbit Karen Bun Fan, hello, saying hello, hello. We still quote even the non joke lines for Murder by Death. Oh, is it really Atlas's worst? Again, we'll hold up there. Niket,
Hi, Niket.
hello. Shiny has joined the chat. Good morning, Ruben.
Okay.
Well, if you were not awake at that point, you are now. Even if and Ruben is done talking for the day because he's just blown out his voice. You okay there?
No.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Mode wants to know about the Trying series. Is it worth the watch for 4 seasons? Bless you.
Oh my
Bless you.
gosh.
Let's go for 3. Do I hear 3? Do I hear 3? Come on, come on, come
No.
on. Okay. Yeah. Mode we will be getting to Trying. That's on my list this week. Good day. Juice, how are you? Niket, I am in the middle of watching Sugar. Um, Ruben, have you watched Sugar with Colin Farrell?
Yeah, I won't be getting to it anytime soon.
Okay, it's a neo noir and detective story,
Yeah, it looks pretty
and
good. It's Colin Farrell. Yeah.
yeah, it is. I'm enjoying it so far. So
Mm.
cool. Okay. You want to go to again? I forget the time codes, but the movie
Do you want
quote
to do
quiz.
a movie quote quiz from
Yeah,
last week? While you're
yeah.
doing the
Let's
time
do that.
code, don't forget we have our podcast. We had a couple of new subscribers last week, which is great. Got a really good selection of videos, over 100. And we're going to be doing one that fairly soon, I think, that has the name in it. It's called The Bearded Ones, the Patreon. And we're going to be doing a video about beards. So I think you enjoy that. We've also got an anime review dropping this week. So if you're into anime, we've got a selection of anime and horrors, skits, all of that. All starts at £1. But Chris, movie quote
Yes.
quiz.
Movie quote quiz. Okay. So, Red Comet, our sole winner from last week, who got
Oh,
all three correct. Uh,
congratulations.
we finally stumped Chris Retzlaff. He got 2 out of 3.
Right.
Nostromo said he came late to the game, so he opted out of answering, but got number 1 and got number 3, did not get number 2. Uh,
Okay.
which is actually a surprise for me. I thought he would have gotten number 2.
Right.
But the answers, which I'm pretty sure you got at least number 1, was
Mm.
Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's why I talked about it today.
Exactly, yes. The Time Traveler's Wife,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
and then Primer.
Primer I should have got. I should have had that one. Yeah.
So just I mean, if you've not seen it for a while, it's not like the standout line or anything.
It is
But
an incredible film, though.
it really is, yeah. So time travel was
The
the
theme?
theme for last week. Yes, yes.
Mhm.
This week's theme is going to be really easy, but that's okay. Here are the quotes. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Like sifting sand through a screen, we sift people. Number 2. This is now the perfect weekend. It started when I almost broke my leg jumping on a moving ferry. I get to this beautiful beach, and my host, sorry, he's dead. Number 3. It's 3 bedrooms. It's 3 bedrooms, and it's on the beach. That's all I know.
Cool. You said easy. My brain said nope.
Well, I didn't say the movies were easy. The theme is easy,
All right. Okay.
which may not help you at all.
No.
Ruben, what's your question for us today?
I've been watching this YouTube channel about a guy that he obviously knows wildlife a lot.
Okay.
Because nobody in their right mind would do what he does. He basically catches invasive species in the Everglades and removes them so that the species in the Everglades can thrive. And so he's catching a ridiculous amount of pythons and snakes. He's often barefooted in the Everglades, and he has different names for things. He does a yoink sound whenever he catches things, and he calls crocodiles swamp puppies, which I find hilarious. Because are they though? But my question is, what is the most interesting or craziest wildlife encounter you've had in your life?
Well, I'm not one of those weirdos who likes to at like Yellowstone or something, who gets out of the car and then tries to get right up next to a bison. But as a kid, I was at Yellowstone and I did see the bison. I saw the bears that scratched themselves on the on the trees,
Nice.
things like that. One I think Well, when my wife and I went on a cruise a bunch of years ago, we were going to this beach and we had to walk across this it was like through a residential area almost, like
Mm.
apartment complexes and everything, and it was just grassy and trees and stuff, and there were iguanas everywhere. I mean, like everywhere, and they are fast when they want to be. You know what I mean? They're all sunning themselves, and then they see people coming, and they're like, "Nope, gotta go."
I
And then
love
they're,
iguanas. They're so cool.
oh my gosh. Well, yeah, but freaky though. I mean, they weren't gonna hurt us, but you just see them, and they're big. I
Mm.
mean, the bodies were huge. Not include. I mean, the tails were probably what 4 or 5 feet long, maybe.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was.
because in Africa you get Komodo dragons,
Oh yeah. See, no,
and they eat
no.
children.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't want. No, 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 not at all. So that was probably the. I don't know if it was freakiest, but it
Mm.
was at least kind of the coolest. Something that I'd never seen outside of a like a zoo or
Like a
anything.
zoo, yeah, like
Yeah,
in real wildlife that you encounter. That's very cool.
yeah. How about you?
I mean, coming from Africa, obviously, I rode to school on a lion. As you know, I just rode on top of one, and then it dropped me off and high pawed me, and then the
No.
teachers were giraffe. And
Oh well, yes, of course. Yeah, that's how Africa
it's so
is.
funny. I
Yeah.
literally, when I was 16, I got to London. The the sixth form school I was going to, a genuine question was, did I have a pet lion?
Did you say yes?
Yeah, of course I said yes, but then they laughed, and I was like, yeah, what?
That I mean, that's way more ridiculous than everybody asking Californians if they live on the beach.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
mean, that is what in the actual crap.
Anyway, I've had lots of snake encounters, like just on the walk to school and stuff, because you do walk. Some of my journeys were like across the field or the veldt, the tall dry grass, and often on the path there would be a snake that we called a rinkels. In Afrikaans, it's like a grey cobra, and you do not want to get bitten by that. They stand up high. They're grey, got a shine to them, and you know, as long as you're a couple of meters away, you're okay because you can slowly back off and let it do its thing. But there are some snakes that are just particularly pissy that are there to bite you, like
Oh,
a boomslang or like a green tree snake will hang on off a tree like a branch,
it,
just waiting to be like hit, and so it can snap at its prey. And it looks very much like shrubbery, um, and they're highly venomous.
oh, that was going to be my question. Are they
Yeah,
venomous or are they just
very,
annoying? But
no, very, very, yeah,
see,
yeah.
that's like, and I'm sorry for all of you in Australia. Um, it looks like a beautiful country, but I'm pretty sure that that's where God put everything. That he just, I mean, the
Everything,
whole,
everything to kill you. That's why it was once a prison colony, right?
yeah. I mean, it's like the whole country is just naturally trying to, well, the continent also is trying to kill you. That is, oh my
Our
gosh.
maid once caught a very fat snake. I didn't get a chance to see what it was because the maid shouted, and our gardener came running with his spade and then hacked it up into several pieces. I was
Oh
like, we didn't even give it a chance to like go back to the wild. It was just like, nah,
no,
we're not
done.
having that. We're not having that around that.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway, I'm
that's
interested to see what our viewers have encountered. Let's see what they say.
exactly. Let's see here. I saw trying to unstar something here. Um Juice got a good kicking from a kangaroo.
What? Ow.
I, th-
I'm sure that can be really like deadly depending on the size of the kangaroo. Some of those, have you seen the muscles in those their legs? Like flipping heck, man.
they're
Did you go
jacked.
flying?
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh. Oh, Badger wants to know what's the silliest lion you have ever ridden.
Simba.
Oh, Naoki, we will be talking. I will be talking about Furiosa. No spoilers though. It just came out, so yeah, no, totally. Um, okay, that's weird, but Yale, his nocturnal emission dream is to pet a lion. You. Oh wow, you live on
You
Johannesburg
live
Street.
you live on Johannesburg Street, but it's not in South Africa. That's hilarious.
That's and didn't you grow up like near Joburg?
Yeah, I lived in Joburg. That's where I grew up.
Okay. Okay.
My
Nice.
wife's getting me to open a drink. It'd be really funny if I can't open it,
On
and I don't know.
camera.
Yeah, I don't know if I can actually. Oh my gosh, that is fast and on there. My wife's giving me the look. See, it's not me. I'm not weak.
Oh, this is just entertaining. I'm just sitting here watching
You can carry
Ruben
on
try
talking
and
while I struggle with my life.
yeah. No, it's more entertaining than anything else.
Oh my gosh, this is tough.
Oh, hey, Mr. Flickster,
I'm
welcome.
tempted to use
Glad to
my
have you. Your
teeth.
teeth? Don't use your teeth. You just went to the dentist and had them look at them.
This is
don't
why you
wanna
poke
do
it
that.
with a heart. Okay,
Yeah.
I surrender to your brains.
Do you have a Do you have like a rubber trivet or something?
No, what she does is she'll poke it with a hole, like something sharp, and then put a bit of tape over it. Because some of them, I don't know why they're sealed that tightly, but
Huh.
that's not
Okay.
normally the issue.
Okay.
I
Okay.
swear, they look like good, strong hands, don't they?
You got small hands like
That's
Carney's.
a movie quiz. By the
I
way.
don't know that one. I
Oh.
mean, I quoted one too, but I don't know that one.
Okay.
Juice's geese. Oh, afraid of geese.
I see that. Yeah, I've seen them chase people. They've chased me.
Well, in the U.S., for a while in the late '80s, maybe early '90s, drug dealers used geese as guard dogs.
What?
They'll break your arm, and yeah, they can be.
That can't be true.
Yeah, no, they can actually be quite aggressive. Yeah, and so it was because it was less. It was
Beware the guard geese.
yeah. It was less
Brilliant.
conspicuous than having a whole bunch of Rottweilers or something out there.
Yeah, I guess.
You know,
That's
and-
great. I love that exists. Okay.
Oh, hey, Badger said running under the hot tap for a minute.
Oh yeah, that could work.
Yeah. Okay. Yasi, what's up? Good morning.
Was
Chris Retzlaff, happy Saturday. Worship the V8.
Is there a
It
I
must be
mean,
for Furiosa, maybe? I don't
Oh,
know.
maybe Furiosa. Yeah,
Maybe,
but I was gonna say, if you're gonna go 8, why not go 12? Yeah.
Chris says Canadian geese are the worst. So
Because they go snap snap? I'm sorry, eh?
yeah,
Sorry.
I apologize the whole time. Okay, I'm sorry. This just makes me laugh. It's like, hey, Chris, big fan of your reviews. Hi, other guy.
What the crap, man?
That's Ruben. Ruben's my best friend. He lives in the
Hilarious.
UK and
Hey, the guy.
Yes. Oh, hey, other guy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Should we dive into the best thing that we watched this week?
Yes, but first, Badger got my movie quiz.
The V8 interceptors?
No,
The last thing?
above that at 4:14 p.m.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, I gotta scroll. Oh, no, that's not it. I don't see it.
Okay, it's just after Mr. Flickster said, "I recommend The Fall Guy and If," and Badger said, "Wow, awesome, never-ending story reference." See?
Oh, yes. There you go.
Yeah. Are you missing?
No,
messages?
it was just there's just so many that have come in. I love it. I'm glad. Thank you everybody for the comments. It's just it. Yeah, no, it was hard to catch up. So okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we jump into the best thing we watched?
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. You want to go first? You want me to go?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna get Atlas out of the way, as so many people obviously don't like this movie.
Okay.
Okay. If you've ever played the game Titanfall, this is like a live action version of that. And I'm a big fan of Titanfall's campaign in the first game, and an even more big fan of Titanfall 2's campaign because I thought the story was actually a lot of fun. So once again, the critics and the disparity between critics and audience is very big, but still on the low side. So like 17% for critics. That's how
Oh,
much they hated it.
it's
Yeah.
raised. It was 10 yesterday.
Oh, holy crap. Okay. And 55 for the audience. So like I had a lot of fun with this. I don't know why. I found I loved the actual Titan fighting. There was this space battle that I thought was excellent. Like really well done. I liked the relationship forming between the AI and Jennifer Lopez. That for me, that carried the film because she had this history of wanting to hate on AI because of her past, because of the guilt she felt. And so this AI that wants to be considered to be more than just AI is trying to form this friendship, and so much so to the detriment of them passing their mission, which is neither here or there. Like it's a MacGuffin mission. Go defeat the bad guy. The bad guy is angry for the sake of being a bad guy because he thinks he's going to do a Thanos storyline. I literally said that in my review. It's totally Thanos. You know, he's having that idea. Okay, whatever. Put
He
that
actually
aside.
he says it too. I mean, Simu says like I'm gonna stop, wipe out half of humanity.
Yeah, you know, he does. And I laughed out loud. I thought that was pretty good.
I did too. I was like, okay, I'm done.
I felt sad for Simo because he really didn't get a lot to play with. Like, you have a fantastic actor in there, but not use him at all. Like, have him play an android that's so rigid and stiff. That was sad. But I thought J-Lo did a great job with when it's her and the robot without leading up to the because even the beginning I thought was like they took too much time to get into the story that I wanted, and that was the journey of the adventure of tracking them down. It should have just been that, I think. For me, that was the fun bit, but you obviously don't agree with that.
No, I thought everything was rushed. Like, so I just couldn't care
Oh,
about
I see.
anything.
Okay.
I mean, we we see a very brief clip at the beginning. We have this exposition dump, which okay, sure, it catches us up with what's going on in the world.
Mm.
Um, but then we've got Mark Strong and we've got Sterling K. Brown.
Mm.
And am I supposed to like them? Am I supposed to hate them? Am I
Yeah,
so
I did
what?
like they were neither here or there. They were just the stepping stone to get her to be able to be on the mission.
But
I
then
think
why?
Aliens does this a lot better, don't or Alien, where you have Sigourney with a character and she spends time with the people in the ship on the way to the big alien hunt down, find
Yeah,
out what's gone wrong. That's
yeah, you.
kind of what this film is trying to do, but it doesn't give us enough time to. And I agree to.
Yeah,
Um,
I had fun when she's interacting with Smith, her AI in the suit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? But see, the problem for me was I still didn't have enough time with her to care about her. She had come off
Oh,
it so abrasive at the beginning or
hmm.
cocky or whatever that when she's like, "No, I'm not going to do it" or whatever, it just looks tantrumy. And it's
Yeah, I
just
didn't get that at all. I didn't see the tantrum. I understood there was a reason behind it, and that we were going to find out.
yeah, I see I don't I mm, it
Interesting.
just kept me yeah, it just kept putting me off. I mean, and then when we do get the the rationale for why she's so anti AI,
Mm,
to me it was like too little, too late.
okay.
I would have liked because it's more so I'm getting all of her emotion up
Mm.
front without any context for why there is emotion.
I really thought it was just clever because the AI was more human and likable than the human was. The human was more
I
rigid in emotion, so it
I
had
can agree with that. Yeah.
it had an oxymoron effect. And so she did grow, but by the end of it, I cared so much more about Smith. And
Mm.
so, if there was any emotional attachment, it would have been to the AI.
Do you find it well? What was your attachment later to Sterling K. Brown? Like when he's things have happened to him
Mm.
once they land. And the story, while doesn't spend an enormous amount of time with that, I mean, it puts focus towards this character that we barely know
Mm.
and expects us to care.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't care for
You
that
didn't
character.
care. Okay. Okay. Fair
See,
enough.
for me, I knew what this film was going into it. Like I didn't expect much more than what it gave me. I
Okay.
wanted Titan action. I wanted it to look good, and I thought it looked great, especially that kind of space battle that we had, well, falling to Earth battle, and then the action sequences around the AI's kind of special forces team. I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was really good with the land. I thought it was a very Avatar in places, the Earth, the
Yeah.
world place that she was. I thought that was
Mm-hmm.
all fun. It had mixes of like the Matrix, Fazaya, Revolutions, Aliens, and I would say, and I'm not selling the film at all. All of those that I'm pulling from are better than this film, but I really enjoyed it.
I mean, I had forgettable fun with it. That was it was
I
I
agree, and
enjoyed
I
it.
also
I
four is too high. Probably three would have been better for me.
I did like though the I mean it is Avatar-ish, but
Mm.
the Neuralink type of thing and how it's not an instantaneous symbiotic relationship, that they have to connect on so many different levels before it can then.
Yeah, I like that. I thought it was a really clever idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. I thought that worked. Again,
Like
some of
we've
the
also
humor
had it
worked.
before with Pacific Rim,
Oh my gosh, Pacific. I watched that just a
and
few
that
weeks
film's
ago.
great.
It is a
It's
wonderful film. I
just
love that.
really solid film. Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
really
a pity
is.
about the sequel, but the
I didn't see the sequel, so
yeah,
that's it's
I mean,
don't.
it's fine.
But it's not. It's because Guillermo didn't do that one, right?
No, I'm trying to think if it has more heart than Atlas. You'll probably like the sequel more, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Idris isn't in it, so I don't know.
Yeah. Do you mind if I jump onto another one quick and give us something good to talk about? Something that
No. What you
you,
got?
okay, so I'm going to be talking about South Park.
What?
Yeah, there is a new feature. It's an hour-length episode that just came out.
Okay.
It's called "The End of Obesity," and it's hilarious because it's so poignant and accurate. Basically, Cartman
Uh-huh.
wants to finally lose weight because he's tired of being these
Cheesy
doctor says
boobs.
he's no Eric
Yeah,
Eric
Eric
Cartman,
Cartman.
the
Yeah.
fat one, yeah. His doctor says he has high blood pressure, high cholesterol, kind of like me basically, and he needs to do something about it. But they've tried everything, the mother says, and nothing seems to work. So he says, well, there is this new drug that I can give you, that you inject yourself, and it basically really works because it suppresses your hunger. And
Mm.
this is the one good one that has been tried and tested. Problem is, rich people, uh, all like middle class rich people and up, have been buying it. So it's become a one of those drugs, sought after drugs, which has skyrocketed the price to at least $1,400 an injection, and now it's become very hard to get. But because Eric is obese and he's pre-diabetic but not diabetic, obesity is not classed as a disease, so insurance won't cover it.
Hmm.
So him and his team, his friends, basically, basically make their own drug.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and you can understand because they first tried to navigate the United States healthcare system, and that in itself was hilarious in the most accurate way, going from person to medical care person to you need to get this outside of your circle, this you need to get another opinion and have it stand by this person sends you there, just absolute circles. And after spending a lot of money anyway to try and speak to all those people, still not able to get the drug. So they hit on really poignant. This is why I think South Park still works today, why it's been going on for many seasons. The animation is what it is. It's never going to be awesome animation. It's the characters that you've seen for years to come. And
Yeah.
yes, they do kill Kenny again.
Again.
Yeah.
You
It is
bastards.
all about the healthcare system, about a woman who take this drug to be able to wear crop tops, but people that actually need it can't get it because of how the healthcare system. And then you have your crazy Mad Max style ending, where they're hijacking a truck with the medication on it, with the mothers going, "We need that injection." The father, because it's always that one father, and the kids trying to get in. It just goes mental at the end, and has the best swearing lines for the last few seconds of the film. That I was like sleeping. It was late at night, and doing my best not to try and wake my wife up, as I'm just like
Laughing at it. Oh
yeah,
my
it's just like, oh, but I was also hurt in my soul because of the accuracy of it.
That's the one thing that they've done so well over all the years is the social commentary that they pull. And because they're fine with offending everybody. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Nobody's not up for grabs. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I appreciated about it. I mean, you may get butthurt about it, but or just offended by it, excuse me, that I learned, sorry, that butthurt is actually a slur and insensitive, and I didn't mean that, so I'm sorry.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know
so
that.
I'm working to not say that. I apologize.
Okay.
That was.
Can you say bottom hurt?
No,
Or is it
it's
just
still
those
the
two
same.
words
It's
together?
it's still the same. It's still the same
Okay.
connotation. Yeah.
Gosh, can't
So-
say anything these days.
So, it's if you're offended by South Park, I mean that's the point, right? That they're trying to offend you because they're trying to raise ire within you, and I think they do it. I think they do it well, and
So this
still
was
wrap in
good.
comedy.
Like, it's just an hour, so it's not even a long film, and you will find stuff in this funny, and you will find something just like punches you in the stomach. Like, why is this real? Like, we live in this world. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunate,
poignant.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
All right, what you got, Chris?
I flew, so I was traveling for work this week.
Yeah.
And I flew home on Thursday night. My oldest picked me up from the airport, and we drove directly to the theater.
Amazing.
Where I watched Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga.
Wow. If anything's going to keep you awake.
Yeah, I got to say, let me get the negatives out of the way. I know some people have said they didn't experience this, but both of us did. I felt the time.
Oh,
And
really? That's interesting.
There are lulls in this thing where it felt maybe a tiny bit self-indulgent,
Okay.
where we just sit on something
like-
or whatever.
To the extent of Dune? Like the forlorn, long...
Yeah, a
Vista
little
looks?
bit. Not to that degree, but hedging that way.
Okay.
I was. What's the other? Really? Well, it's not a complaint. It's Furiosa is different. If you have recently watched Fury Road,
Yeah, I watched it last night.
oh, okay. So you know how, I mean, it's pretty much nonstop action the entire way through.
Yeah, she has like 3 lines in it.
Yeah, there's a couple of moments where it's not like full on just chase scene or explosions or something like that, but that's not the majority of the film is way more action driven, right?
And even the forlorn, beautiful vistas are in action. You have the giant sandstorm, the beautiful changing the blue palettes, the bullets flying. Yeah. No, okay.
Yeah. This has a wonderful story to it.
Okay.
Like it is.
There's a good story in this?
Yes, it gives us the world building. It
Oh
actually
wow.
makes
Okay.
you. It gives Furiosa context.
Oh man, I really want to see it now. Okay.
It and that's why it's different, because we have more time with the character, as a young child, as older, and seeing her go through things.
Right.
Now there's still action, and there is some awesome action in this, and
Hmm.
crazy, and it's violent, and the whole thing. So it is, you get that. It's not that there isn't action, but it's not nonstop.
Okay.
And
So if you're expecting Fury Road sort of level, you need to adjust your expectation.
exactly, yes.
Okay.
The editing is different. Um,
Did his wife edit it this time?
I believe she edited some of it. She was
Okay.
not the sole editor, if I'm correct. So it's there are some of those crazy shots and just weird edits that made Fury Road work.
Hmm.
So you have some of that, but then you have different. It's just it's a different movie, so it's a different feel. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Duh.
But the trailers are certainly pitching it like it is Fury Road. So I can see why you would want to mention it.
Yeah, because it is not identical to Fury Road. Then
Hmm.
we've got Chris Hemsworth, who admittedly I thought was just a bad choice from the trailers.
Yeah,
Not
you were worried
because
about his character in this. Yeah, you
yeah,
thought it
yeah,
was Thor,
Thor.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
Thor in the desert,
yeah, yeah.
Um really what he is and I said this in my review that and if you haven't seen Furiosa yet, I'm sorry, I'm about to ruin this. It's not a spoiler, but I am about to ruin a character for you. Chris Hemsworth Dementus looks exactly and even speaks like Dustin Hoffman as Hook, as Captain Hook in Hook.
Oh no. Okay.
He's got the prosthetic nose, he's got the funny mustache, he's got the protruding teeth a little bit.
Right.
He's accentuating an accent. It was great. So,
But
but
apparently he's very good in it. Is
Chris
he?
Hemsworth steals the show.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he is spectacular in this. And this comes from somebody who did not think that was the right choice at all. You know what I mean? To put somebody who looks so much like his previous characters into this. He's a bad guy. Okay? So you have a bad guy, but you also have one who has a humanity to him.
Hmm.
And there's conflict that we can even feel with him in small doses, because you'll watch him be just a terrible person, and then he'll say something or he'll do something that is just admirable. And you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. And then he's right back to doing his craziness and his world domination type of nefarious plots or whatever.
Hmm.
So it worked. It really
Okay.
worked. And at the heart of this whole thing is a revenge story. And so
Right.
that's a good driver for it.
So are they? Is he brave again with some of his cinematography? Because that's partly why I love Fury Road. The changes in color palette, the use of action within. I always go back to that twisted dust thing, and then the explosion of the fire, and then a little while later we have the completely blue with these people on stilts in a swamp, and it changes up the feeling completely. It's almost like fantastical in nature. And there's a lot of brave things and choices that could have not worked, but just did. It doesn't
Uh,
have any of that bravery in this.
Nothing stands out like that to me. I mean, you have some sandstorms and what that does, with the visual aspect and how things can disappear in that and everything.
Hmm.
You have some of the zooms that go into a vehicle, you know what I mean? Like just to like not a slow zoom, but a very fast zoom
Oh
to
wow.
capture expressions,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah,
I imagine
yeah,
the vehicular damage is epic again.
it yes, but it's not. I mean, we get more motorcycles in this
Oh
than
weird. Okay.
anything else. Yeah.
Cool.
Which was kind of cool. And somebody told me in my review that there's been motorcycle chariot racing in Australia since the 30s. Um, because
Wow.
I look at Chris Hemsworth's chariot, and the logic makes no sense the way that he drives it. Okay,
Right.
not so much the steering, it's
Yeah.
the shifting and it's the acceleration and it's the braking. That's what
Okay.
makes no sense to me.
Right.
Um,
But it's a thing.
I throw that logic out of the window because I don't care, because it's a cool vehicle, you
All
know.
right. Yeah, it's a Ben Hur.
Yeah, there are things that you get to see here that then connect later to Fury Road.
Mm.
Um,
So you were mentioning about the Furiosa character, and it doesn't feel like the same character.
did I say that?
I thought so.
No, I don't think so. I
Okay.
think it does. I think it does feel like the Furiosa that we get. But it's a progression.
Right. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the thing that,
Interesting.
because she
See,
does
that's
not.
not the character I would have chosen to continue the story, do a prequel on. I mean, I get it. She wasn't my favorite character in Fury Road. So although I enjoyed her, I still love Tom Hardy. I loved What a Lovely Day. I think he's probably my favorite
Oh yeah,
character. Yeah,
yeah,
Witness Me.
yes.
And the old lady that was growing the plants that had been part of the tribe before. I thought that little bit, almost nothing, but almost steals the for those scenes that she's in. It was incredible.
The, and these tie in a little bit. This ties in.
Oh,
I think you might like Furiosa more in Fury Road after seeing this,
interesting. Okay.
because now, like in that one, she's very stoic, right? And she's
Mm,
just, I mean, she's hardened,
yeah.
right? She has a mission. She has what she's trying to do. But
Yeah.
in here, there is still that stoicism, but you see how it gets to that point and why she is how she is.
So one other thing I was worried about this film
Uh huh.
is this: does it end with her being captured as part of a slave? Because that would be a weird way to end a film, but it just depends how far they're connecting the stories, right?
Well, the thing that I did think was a little weird is at the very end, as we get to go into the credits,
Mm.
they start showing clips from Fury Road.
Oh,
Maybe for people who couldn't put the dots together. I
what?
don't, I don't know. I don't know. It was
Okay,
to me was a little weird, because now all of a sudden I see Charlize Theron, I see
that's a
Tom
different
Hardy.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't do that.
I didn't understand that part. There is a I sat through the entire thing, and there is
Mm.
not a post-credit scene. There's a little bouncing thing with a noise, and then it's done.
Okay,
It is unimportant. Um,
it means nothing. It's
yeah,
not
yeah, I
telling
mean
you
it.
about the next film.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The thing I would have liked to have done, look to find out more, and I think they might be able to do this at some point if they're going to do prequel stories, is like give us Immortan Joe. Give us, how did he rise to power? I mean, he's intimidating looking and he's weird, and then you have the People Eater who's right alongside of him,
Mm.
but then also the War Boys. How, because I have questions about the War Boys, because in this we see younger ones, not children, but like early teenagers, and
Ah.
I want to know, because if you
Want to
follow
know
the
why
other,
they have a half lifespan?
well,
Because
how
they're
are
all,
they?
yeah. How are they
I mean,
bred?
exactly,
All
yeah.
that. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, because we know that the breeders, the wives, it's very rare that they give birth to normal,
Mm.
healthy, intact children.
I
So
had
I
a
don't know.
baby brother. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of fun. I want to watch it again. I need to give myself some time though, because of how I felt the time.
Mm. Because Fury Road is still, even after having watched it last night, it's still one of my. I think it might be in my top 10. Like, I
It's
love that film.
exciting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. This one though, I think this one, for the first time, at least for me, it has a story that I really, really care about,
Okay.
outside of the action. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The
Well,
action
that's important. That's great if you can do that.
supports the story versus the other
So,
way
which one
around.
do you prefer then? Do you prefer this new one to Fury Road
I,
because of the story?
I think at first, if I looked at it for story, I prefer Furiosa.
Furiosa. Okay.
From an action standpoint, that's really a tough call because there are some great action sequences in this, and some gnarly things. But from nonstop action, Fury Road definitely has the advantage.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
You want to go to chat?
Sure.
See what people are saying. Okay, let's go back here. I'm going way back. So Yasi says it's Cannes closing ceremony in just a few hours. Interesting. Did you get to go? Are you there? Have you been watching? I have a friend who went. He was there for a while. He got to see some of the early films, so that's kind of cool. Ruben, have you started the new season of Demon Slayer?
Yes, I have. I haven't watched today's episode or this weekend's episode yet, but I will be feasting well this evening, because there's all the new episodes of the new series. Like I mentioned last week, the bunch of anime had started.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer is one of them. My Hero Academia is one of them. Kaiju number 8 is also one. So, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to show this one because we're going to follow up again. The hey, Chris, big fan of your reviews, and hi, other guy. Sharath was I know, just kidding. Just kidding. So that.
But you cut me deep, man. You cut me deep.
It was funny, though.
It was funny.
Zelda fan, what a weekend. What a lovely weekend. Yes. Nice. Yes.
I really want spray paint that I can spray my teeth.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can. You can do that.
I just want maybe cake topping that's silver, that you can spray rather than spray paint that's going to poison me.
Yeah, I don't. So Mode wants to know what's the most you've ever paid for a movie ticket, and which movie was it for?
I mean, if you take into account when I go to London for a press screening,
yeah,
70-80 pounds.
Yeah, because you got a train and everything there.
Train, right? Yeah, tubes, bus or taxi, depending on, and a whole day's travel for a 2-hour movie. So,
yeah, that's wow. Mine. I think the most I've ever paid is for an IMAX film, just because they're more expensive.
Yeah,
and funny enough, though, most of the time I see films in IMAX, they've been at screenings. So, I mean, when I saw... yeah. So I saw Batman Begins. I saw... what did I see? I saw Top Gun, Maverick. I saw Avatar 4 times, I think.
Nice.
I saw Tron.
What is the film you've seen the most Legacy. At the cinema?
That would have been Avatar. Oh, Avatar. At the cinema? Yeah, I think the first Avatar. Before that was Big with Tom Hanks.
Wow.
I saw that several times over that summer.
Gosh.
So, yeah. The last time, though, that I paid for a movie at IMAX was when we went and saw Rogue One again, when it re-released. So
I want to watch The Matrix 25th anniversary, because that's coming back to the cinema. Ooh. And I believe it might be going into IMAX for a bit. So ooh. I would pay to watch that.
That could be crazy. Yeah. Chris Retzlaff, I did not know about this. Looking forward to the Brat Pack documentary by Andrew McCarthy on Hulu. Have you heard of this?
No. What's it called? Is it called Brat Pack?
It might be. I don't know. But that's
I'd watch that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Mode checked out Civil War.
Nice.
On demand. Nice.
Cool.
Bunny Dojo upset that Adam Wingard is not going to do Godzilla X Kong 3.
I know, he was so good at he's really good at what he does.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. They say I worry when they rush things, and I don't understand.
Maybe that's why, because he wanted to do it right, and they wanted to give him a time, and he's like, I can't do it by then.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe they found some tweets from 10 years ago where he made an inappropriate joke online and fired him.
Maybe. I think we'd hear more about that, though.
Probably.
Sharam wants to know if we were watching or following the score of the FA Cup final.
Is that soccer?
I'm not.
No.
Football, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Isn't
I'm not.
football in America American football?
Yeah, but I don't like American football. I like
You like
football.
soccer?
Yes, yes. And I will watch sometimes. Um, More often than not, though, I watch World Cup because I really enjoy that. I mean, I
I
think
like the
watching
World
it is
Cup. The World Cup's fun, yeah,
yeah,
because it's yeah, it's countries and
yeah.
the best of the best, but they don't play together that well because they don't often play together, which is hilarious. You're just like, oh, these teams. The English team is hilarious. Whenever they come together, you're shouting at them because you know how good the players are in their individual teams, like Liverpool, Man U, but then they come together and they just often just don't gel because they haven't spent time together on the pitch. And that is all the football talk I have in me. Okay.
Did you see that ludicrous display last night? No.
Oh wait,
Okay,
what film's that?
it's not film. It's a
Oh,
show.
oh,
Did you try
what show's
turning it
that?
off? Did you try
Oh
turning it off
right.
and on
Oh,
again?
of course. Now I know the exact episode you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, because they have no idea. Yeah. Oh, did you see the game? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ludicrous.
They want to be able to sit at the pub though, so there you go. Oh goodness. Okay, AI, Yasi, AI more emotional than human. Wonder where that idea comes from. 56 years ago, a little sci-fi movie. What movie is 56 years ago that is AI themed?
It's not AI because that movie isn't 56 years old.
No, it has to be older than me. But the only thing, like, I
Did
don't
they
know.
make movies then?
Well, it was Gronk with his, standing in front of the fire, and he would have to do shadow things on the wall, the cave wall there. Yeah,
Look.
Yasi, you've stumped me. I don't. I need a little more context. Because I'm thinking, like all the way back to Metropolis, which is not AI, but robotic. And you okay there?
I hurt my moob.
Oh, hey, hit a little too hard, huh? Oh, hey friends, good to see you from the general. It's embarrassing to salute you after that. Ruby Butterfingers Tuesday. Oh, Ruby Butterfingers
Oh,
Tuesday.
because of my
Oh,
I couldn't open the.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Felt like I needed a spanner or like like a. I should have got my tools out.
There you go.
Yeah, be more manly.
Yeah. Oh, Shram gave more context to the football game. It is streaming now, I guess. I didn't know that. We're streaming right now live, so we're not watching that. But Man United leading against Man City, 20 minutes. Ooh, wow. Okay.
That's cool.
Yasi loves the new South Park movies. South Park Ozempic party montage like the Lost Boys. Ooh, absolutely hilarious. So
I
that's
don't
what
think
you
I've
were
seen that
talking
one.
about.
I need to go
No,
and watch that. Yeah.
that's not what you were talking about. Just the
Oz-
Ozempic is the weight loss stuff.
Oh right, is that the name of the? No, I thought it was called something else. But
No,
there
no.
were a few fat loss drugs names.
Yeah, yeah. Stitches.
Oh no, I see what he's talking about because there's the Lost
There's a
Boys
Lost
theme
Boys.
tune in the you know that song. I'm not even going to try and sing it, but thou shalt not.
Yes,
That
yes,
one.
the iconic song from the.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
in the yeah.
Is it really? Oh, that's
Mhm.
funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen Escape from Pretoria? Is
Yes.
Daniel Radcliffe?
Incredible film.
Okay, I have not.
So good. Also, I've been there. Yeah.
Is it recent?
It's a few years old, like 5-6
Okay.
years probably. It's an incredible true story. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have to look for that. Yossi saying I didn't get why they changed the opening credits to a Johnny Cash style country. Is it referring to anything in particular? Is that for South Park?
I think that's for South Park. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yep.
Yeah, South Park.
Yeah, there you go. I can't speak to that. Can you?
No, but I like to. They don't do anything.
Not
Like
on
they wouldn't have done
purpose.
that unless there was a purpose to it. So Maybe that just went over my head, that one.
Mm. Oh, so a man comes around. Chris Retzlaff said that it was kind of a play on Johnny Cash's "A Man Comes Around."
Gosh, we really are catching up on the.
Yeah, I know, right? Can't wait for your Furiosa from Mr. Flickster. In
What a
case you
lovely
are,
day.
yeah, we're 10 minutes behind in the comments, but hey, United is 2-1 over City now. 4 minutes to
4
go.
minutes to
Thanks,
go, so
Sharam.
that game's finished.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. It makes sense to show Fury Road clips as a teaser so people go rent Fury Road. I mean, I can see that, but it just
They've
felt
probably
out of
seen it.
place.
Yeah.
It really did feel out of place within the movie because we had just seen Anya Taylor-Joy as Furiosa, and now I'm seeing a totally different character as that. I mean, yeah. And Chris Retzlaff, Mad Max: The Wastelands, please. Yeah. Go to Bartertown. The 2015 comic series has an Immortan Joe perspective leading up to Fury Road. Really? See, that would be cool because we get in this one, we get a little bit more of the Wastelands. We get to see Gastown and Bullet Town.
Yeah.
And so
oh, that's great. That says really building the world. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I would love to see Immortan Joe, like a story on how he became what he became, especially because of the way this story is told and introduced to us. It doesn't feel like it's been generations and generations since we wrecked the world and everything went to crap.
Right.
It feels like it's only been maybe a generation. And so to have Immortan Joe already established.
There is one very unplausible thing that the world relies on, and that's that they can still use the gasoline or petrol because gasoline goes, you can't use it within 6 months.
Well, but that's with Gastown. That's why they're constantly making the runs, is because Gastown is producing it.
All right. So we never see that in Fury Road, but I guess that makes sense then. Okay.
And you actually get to see Gastown.
Okay.
So that's kind of fun.
That answers that question then. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Ruben, Mr. Flickster is enjoying X-Men 97. Are you?
Yes.
Okay. Oops, I scrolled past too many. Badger wants to know what's the movie we watched when we were too young to watch it.
Basic Instinct, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, all of the Jean-Claude Van Damme films. Yeah.
I don't know if I
was too young for those. Yeah.
I was. There were films that we rented when I would go over to a friend's house for a sleepover. That was, I wasn't allowed to watch at home, but I don't remember what those were.
We used to go. My parents used to go take us on holiday, like the road trip holiday, to visit the grandparents. And I used to get up at like 5 o'clock, sometimes earlier, to watch the video collection. And he'd, recorded from TV, handwritten. It was like, oh, what's that one? I just stick it in and sit there in front of the TV, have it like quiet and like, oh, look at that one. The Basic Instinct was 2 to 21, the age restriction. So it meant 1-year-olds and 2-year-olds could watch it. And then between that, up to 21 couldn't.
That's funny.
Yes.
Oh,
so weird.
Oh, Yasi. Okay, yes. 2001, Space Odyssey. Hal.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Hal. Yeah.
Yes.
What
Yale
you
is
doing?
on. Dave. Yale is on episode 4 of Baby Reindeer. I don't remember which.
Episode 4 is a doozy.
Is that the one where he's on stage? I don't know. I don't remember where it is in the show, but it is. I mean, that's just.
I'm trying to think where it really goes crazy, but I think that was episode 5. It's maybe the beginning or the end of episode 4. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, iRobot was written in 1950.
Whoa! What? That's crazy. Isaac Asimov, man, way ahead of his time.
That's crazy. Okay, and so now everybody's calling us out because we missed it. Chris Retzlaff, 2001. HAL 9000. So, okay. Um, I need to watch The Blacklist.
Mm,
Yes, Ruben was telling me about that too last week, 2 weeks ago.
a few weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. For those of you that were sitting on the edge of your seat about Man United and Man City, Man United won. They are now the FA
Congratulations,
Cup
Manu.
champions. Yep.
Not for the first time either.
Oh, hey, love you. Welcome. Glad you're here. Oh, just got back from watching Furiosa. Oh, you saw it in IMAX.
Nice.
Oh, we literally just talked about it. If you want to go back just a bit in the I started talking about it at the 35-minute mark. So yeah,
Well,
I'm glad it was.
I'm concerned about the last bit of the comment. I'm not sure about Ruben Lowe. What does that mean in terms of what? Like, as in a dodgy person? Like, yes, totally that. Or in my taste of film because I liked Atlas? Yes, that too. Or that I've just not watched the film. I need to know which bit.
The dodgy bits.
Yeah, totally dodgy. Yeah.
Okay. Ruben, Yale would like to know what you're drinking today.
A fake cola because it's cheap. Yeah.
Ah, okay. No whiskey. Okay.
No, fuck
Mr. Flickster, have either of us watched the Knuckles show yet? I liked Knuckles for what it was.
I turned it off in the first episode, and I haven't gone back.
Okay. So you align more with Mr. Flickster. I had fun with it just because of what it was.
I think you're biased because of Idris. Yeah.
I might be a little bit, but it was. I mean, it was cute and stupid. That was it. You know, a good casual watch. Bridges until the next one we get. So, uh, Ruben, the general, would like to know if you think we should use the voice from Dune on Chris to force him to watch more anime.
Well, General, I can tell you that our highest Patreon tier supporter it has made Chris review a bunch of anime,
A lot of
and
anime.
his next one is an animated series called X-Men 97. So,
What? I didn't see that message. What?
yeah, it's there.
I'm not watching the first one, so there you go.
No, he just said 97.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, we did watch though a series this week.
We did.
That I'm excited to talk about.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I am totally digging it now.
Okay.
So, Chris Retzlaff used to sneak 48 Hours and Rodney Dangerfield's HBO special. Nice. Have we seen the movie Hotel Mumbai?
I have. Really great.
I have. That's the one that's where the terrorist attack. Right?
Yes, the terrorist one attack. It's not the other one that's like a fun hotel to be at. Yeah. This one's not a fun hotel to be at.
Okay. I have not seen Hotel Mumbai. I have seen Major though, which is the Indian movie.
Oh, same. Yeah. Okay. So Hotel Mumbai came out ages ago.
Yeah.
And then Major's the same story, but Major's excellent as well.
Oh my gosh, I loved Major. Yeah, that was
so good.
So, let's see here. Is Shogun worth watching? Yes.
Yes.
Lovia was waiting for Anya Taylor-Joy appearance, but she wasn't there for an hour. Yeah, and she appeared after the interval. But the kid actor did great. Yeah, the kid actor was great. And this is what I laughed because we got Dune Part 2, Book 2, whatever, this year. And Anya Taylor-Joy is in that movie for about 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Which I thought was just stupid. Don't put her in. Just wait.
So funny. Yeah.
You know, and that's why, like, as we're watching this Furiosa movie, I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting.
She's on the poster.
Yeah, exactly. Is she coming at some point? You know. Oh, so
funny.
Yeah. Is Sympathizer based on Vietnamese Spy worth watching? I don't know.
I've not
seen that. No. Did it just come out or is it old? I don't
know. I have heard of it, but I don't know.
Okay. Have you guys ever watched the the old man. Oh,
I've noticed it on Disney.
yeah, this was on my list on Hulu. I just never got around to it because
Mm.
I like Jeff Bridges, and yeah,
It's
okay,
just so much. We just can't watch everything. Our lists
yeah,
are never ending. They're always growing. Yeah.
yeah. X-Men '97. Hopefully, Chris enjoys at least the Kick-Ass theme.
Right? Yeah.
I'm
At
sure I
least he has
will.
that. Yeah.
I'm sure I will enjoy it. Yeah. Love you, Ruben. You're funny.
But she didn't answer the question.
Which is even better. That's even better. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Chris Retzlaff saw it and saw Sympathizer, and it's great. And Robert Downey Jr. is great again. So okay, good to know.
Mm.
Let's see. Either of you see Strangers Chapter 1? I had tickets for it, and I returned them once I saw that it, because I paid for it. You know, it wasn't
Right.
like you got a screening of it, and so
Right.
I had tickets, and I was just like, you know what,
I did the same. I planned to go to the cinema. It's like, oh, cool new horror, and there's going to be a
yeah,
string of them, like all out in
yeah,
the same year. And then I saw the reviews, and I was like, oh, that sounds
yeah,
bad.
yeah. I saw that. I'm like, my youngest was like, I don't want to see it. They've already done the first one, the sequel, then a reboot, and now we're getting another one. What's going on here? And I'm like, well, I don't know. It
Oh, is
might be
this?
good.
I was hoping it was a different story. It wasn't the same as the other strangers.
I
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's still the same. I don't
That's
know.
fun. Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
because the first movie is just disturbing.
Yeah. Stick with the original.
Yeah, yeah. You want to go back to what we watched?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna talk about these three really quickly.
Okay.
3 in 1. So I watched horror. I've been putting these off for a while because I don't generally watch horror. Well, I haven't, but I do now because of you, basically, Chris.
Yes.
You've been slowly, like I've been making you watch anime. I've been slowly getting into the horror genre, and
Yeah.
I'm appreciating it more and more. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to put my big boy pants on, and I decided to give Insidious a go.
Ooh.
And I have to say, it's not as scary as I thought it was going to be, but I thought the story was really interesting. And so my wife is there next to me on her iPad, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to watch that." And then 10 minutes or 15 minutes into it, she's totally absorbed into the family story and what they're going through that she ends up watching it with me. And so we get to the end, and I'm like, "What the hell? You ended like that? They ended it like that? You had to wait for the sequel?" Because it's like the biggest cliffhanger. I was like, "Oh wow, that's insane." So the next night we watched Insidious Part 2
Oh.
because we wanted the conclusion to that story, because really it's just 1 and 2 is one story. And I don't think we see that family again until the Red Door, I believe, because the others are like prequels and different stories within the Insidious universe. I thought they were excellent. Like, they were scary, but not over scary. They didn't use jump scares. Uh, like when they were scary, it reminded me a lot of Hereditary. There
Mm.
was stuff in the background that was happening or was building up. And when you get to the big climactic moments where shit hits the fan and things start moving around and you're seeing things, it reminded me a lot of Poltergeist. I actually equate this to an adult version of Poltergeist, where Poltergeist is almost like a family horror movie. You could like almost dip your toes into that, like young teen, I think
Yeah.
could be fine with Poltergeist, but this is like the adult version. There's a lot of similarities to that. I then went and watched what is considered to be by scientists the scariest movie ever made, because they took 250 people, put them in a room, put heart monitors on them, put pulse monitors and oxygen monitors on them, and they gave them this. And so Insidious, I think the first one was in the top 10, but Sinister came at the number 1 scariest film,
I love this movie.
and I don't understand it. Like, I thought it was a good movie, but I don't think it was scary. I was more intrigued about the lore, and next to nothing about the scary thing, which I think makes it even more interesting. I don't need to know the. I just need to know that it's like this entity. I love the idea, and I think it kind of steals a bit from the Sinister movie, where you see it. There's the projection reeling going, and
Yeah.
images start to move, and they shouldn't be able to do that. Now we have this researcher, this writer, that he's moved his family, unbeknownst to them, into a serial killer's or where people got murdered in the most horrific way. And he's doing his latest book is trying to become he's chasing after that one bestseller that he had, and so he's chasing this amazing story by the looks of it. There's a serial killer linked over 50, 60 years, which makes you wonder, like, how could anybody do that? And then he gets a cop on it. It becomes this very, really big investigation. And that's where the film gripped me. And then it gets uneasy. And that's, I was just, you sit, you're like, oh, that's really interesting. But as you start watching, you're sitting further and further back. You don't realize it, but you're like, I tell you what, though, there's a couple of jump scares in this that work really well. I jumped out of my skin at one particular moment where you are shown what the person looks like, that the entity looks like for the first time. And then I laughed because I just immediately thought, oh, that's the Sith Lord from The Phantom Menace. But thoroughly entertained. If you've never seen them and you're looking for good films, but you think maybe that's just too scary for you, I think once you know what the entities are, you're still scared and creeped, and you're wondering if anybody's going to survive. But the stories of those particular horror films I thought were really good. And that for me, if the horror has a good story, then I can sit through all the other weird, creepy crap as long as I'm invested in the story and the characters, which for Insidious Part 1 and 2, I definitely was, because it's the family unit. And then Sinister reminded me a lot of Poltergeist / The Shining, with an incredibly created evil bad guy.
It's been a while since I've seen Sinister. Well, and it's been even longer since I've seen Insidious, but I still remember some of the feelings of being creeped out as it went along within Sinister. That was just...
Did you know there's a fear tone that horror filmmakers use? They just put it as part of the soundtrack that gets people uneasy. It's like a tone, a frequency that they'll put in. And apparently that's part of what they used in Sinister to make you feel that uneasy. It's kind of cheating, but clever.
Wow. Okay. No, I did not know that. That's interesting. And that's mean and uncalled for.
But that was fun. So you should be proud of us. We've delved into some real horror movies.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that you're diving into this, expanding that, and that's fun. Good. All right. So for me, my next one, I binged 3 seasons over like the last 2.5 weeks.
Did.
Because Trying season 4 had come out
Right.
this week.
Yeah, and you wanted to review season 4.
I did. My wife had watched it, and she had been telling me, you need to watch this. It's wonderful. It's like it's so pure-hearted, and it's funny and sweet, the whole bit. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I want to. And I'd sit down every now and then and just catch a little bit of it. But I never got
so
into it.
So you went back right to the beginning?
Yes. So which...
How many episodes are in each season?
8?
And
are
they
30
long?
minutes? No, they're 30, 35 minutes, something like that. So it's not overly long. It's not a hard binge at all. I mean, this was so easy to binge because you have Ray Spall and Esther Smith, who are this couple who the first season, they're trying to get pregnant. And then they just decide, you know what, we're going to go after adoption. So they go after that. Season 2, they're now pursuing adoption. They've got, do they get the kids at this point? Maybe they don't. I don't know. Anyway, so throughout it, they get 2 children. And season 4 takes a 6-year time jump. I was not sure how I was going to feel about this because it means we get now 2 new child actors, not the ones that we had been seeing. The new ones nail it also. It took a tiny bit to warm up to, but that was more on me, not on them. It was just me, making that time jump. The series, if you if you liked Ted Lasso and you miss the sweet and the charming and just the good nature of things. I mean, it can have some drama in there, like Ted Lasso does. I mean, there's emotional moments. There's some like tense types of things. This has that also, but just like Ted Lasso, there's a hopefulness surrounding the entire thing, and we get to watch all of this character progression from so many different characters who start off stunted in one way or another when we meet them. And then in season 4, we're seeing like large leaps and bounds,
Okay.
self-awareness.
Is this the final season, or is there going to be more?
It better not be. It better not be.
They leave
Yeah.
it in a place that you want to know more. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with, and then they lived happily ever after, but
Yeah.
that's not where we're at right now. We are in the middle of a couple of pieces, and I'm like, "Nyeh."
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, I laugh out loud every single episode.
Right.
It's just the from the comedic timing, the wittiness, the craziness that we watch of, like Rafe Spall, and even Esther Smith, both of their parents are very, very quirky.
Right.
So like Esther Spall's as Nikki, her mom is continuously drinking. She's still good natured. She still likes to cook a ton of food and everything else and bring it over. Very, very good natured, very warm hearted. But her drinking sometimes gets in the way. Her dad is very quirky, but also good natured that way. Rafe Spall as Jason, his dad is he fixes things because he doesn't know how to relate to anybody. You know what I mean? Like he needs to work on things, tinker with them, because any type of relational conversation or situation makes him wildly uncomfortable. So, so he does that. But we get to, and so you'll see, like he'll say something, and Rafe Spall will just like give that look that the rest of us as the audience are giving, and it instantly ties us together that way. But yeah, the dynamics that we get that feed in the first 3 seasons, the research assistant in Bodkin.
Oh yeah.
Emmy, I think is her name. She plays Jen, a character in this. Now she's not a main character, but she is a character, and she is like just kind of quirky and funny. Also, she's not in the 4th season, and I think maybe that was because she was doing Bodkin, but
Okay.
whatever. But yeah, if you just another reason to get Apple. This can be a very easy and casual watch. The thing is, though, that I think you're going to get sucked into it, and it won't become a casual watch. It will actually be something that you're like, I can't wait. I've got to, I got to dive in more. I got to keep streaming this. And so, yeah.
Nice.
Start it.
It sounds like I would enjoy it, but I need to finish. So it's one of those series that you got to give a lot of time to, because it is 4 seasons.
It is, and I tell you what, though, I would watch 4, 5, 6 episodes at a sitting if I could, because I'm enjoying it, and they're moving by so quickly. They use the time efficiently without it being rushed. That's the other thing. Like you move through so many different emotions and complex interactions that are all wrapped around some good feel-good message or something like that. And by the time you're like, oh, I'm in season 2 already. What's going on?
I'm definitely going to put this on my list. Yeah,
I think you'll enjoy it, especially if you're like having a bad week, or you've seen some poo, and you're just like, I need a win. This is a win.
Okay. I had a win this week. We finally got to watch the Fall Guy.
Ooh.
My wife and I, because it's out on digital already in the US, so we just used our VPN and watched it. So, which is ridiculous, but we had so much fun with it. The absolute love letter it is to stunt guys, which is first and foremost. The ridiculous ending where they were just like, okay, you've had your story, now we're just gonna go mental and put everything out the window. I was just like, what? Okay, cool. The absolute chemistry between our two main protagonists. They, from the get-go, I was rooting for them because I genuinely cared about them as characters. I will say though, I did struggle to see them not as the actors they were, and was rooting for like I didn't really
Mm,
see them as different apart from who they were. Yeah, right.
sure, yeah.
Um, which maybe that's because in the back of my mind, I can. The whole film is about them making a film that has stunts, and it you know
Yeah.
it almost draws you out of it because you're thinking about the art of it.
Mm.
My wife and I were commenting the whole time through like certain phrases or keywords that they would use because we've been on film sets before and stuff they would say just made us so nostalgic for like, I miss that, or the silly things that people do, or the way that the clapper loader would clap, or it's the amount of times I've seen clapper loaders do it really loud in the ear of the actors, or do it at the end. It was so much fun, and to see the practical effects of some of the stunts were crazy, but then to see the stunt actors who were performing as stunt actors in this movie, who from the actors who were acting as eventually my mind was the stunt actors acting the stunt actors. um the action is great.
Yeah.
I think it's a very easy film to watch. Don't think that if you're going to watch, don't think that the story is more than it says that's on a tin, because it's exactly
Mm.
what it is. Uh, but easy watching, uplifting, a lot of fun. Some people have said this is like their favorite film of the year and given it 5 stars, and I don't think it is that. I think it's very light, like on the storyline, on like everything else, even some of
Yeah.
the action. There hasn't done anything new, but it certainly did push the bars or the boundaries of some of the stunts. So there's a jump that I think actually is a Guinness record. Yeah,
That is insane jump.
and they did it. Like, it's all in camera. There's a roll, like 8 rolls car, which was
Yeah.
incredible. Hand-to-hand fighting sequence that comes out of nowhere. Well, sword to whatever fight sequence that was brilliantly done, but also humorous at the same time.
Yes.
My favorite scene, and this is, I wanted to compare it to another film we recently watched, is when our main protagonist is on drugs and he's doing a
Yes.
fight sequence, and it's like it sparkles and biff boff. There's a
Yeah.
film that we watched recently with Sam Rockwell where,
Yes.
right, so in that film it was like over the top and big colorful sparkles, and it didn't work, but for this sequence it really worked and it made sense. And so I was like, yeah, you can do crazy silly things like that and have it work. And I was just like, see, that's how you do it. So anyway, that was a
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I liked that scene in Argyle. I mean,
Mm,
the whole movie had issues. So let's just, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I liked what I as that standalone thing. I thought that was funny, but it it really did work in Fall Guy.
Hmm. I
Yeah.
think Argyle completely lost me on the ice skating scene. I was like, I can't. No.
I loved that because it was stupid. And at this point in the movie, I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? Just yes,
I was already whatever, but I think it broke something in me. It was just like,
okay.
yeah,
I get that. I can see that. Well, I'm glad you had fun with the Fall Guy. Yeah, I
so
agree with
good.
you.
Mm,
It's easy
mm,
and it's it's very entertaining. Five though, no.
no,
Uh,
but
I
it's a solid movie. I will definitely watch it again.
Oh, absolutely. I will
I'll
watch this
probably own
repeatedly.
this and
Yeah.
watch the director's commentary and
Oh my
hear about the
gosh.
making of the movie, because this will be hilarious. It'll be a great
Uh,
special features, extras, all of that. This is a good one to own.
yeah, that finale um action sequence that is quite long. I
Yeah,
mean, they literally throw everything in front of the
everything.
camera.
And it was awesome.
It
And
was.
nonsense doesn't make sense, and you wouldn't be doing that.
No, no, not at
But
all.
this is like, here's the love for the stunts. Yeah.
Exactly. When we saw it as a screening, they uh, Ryan Gosling and David Leitch were on screen
Oh,
introing,
Nice.
this, and they
Okay.
talked about how it was a love letter to stunt people, and how that it's time that stunt people are a category and recognized within the Academy Awards. Because I'm sorry, without any of these, without them, none of these movies are going to be made.
No.
So
And there goes. Look at that facial expression.
that is spectacular.
That reminds me of like Robert De Niro. You come, well, The Godfather. You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding, and you ask me for a favor.
Are you constipated?
No, that's just I don't know. That's my battery. I'll sweat that.
Okay. While you do that, then I would like to talk about our worst thing. For me, we've already done that. I watched Atlas this week, and Ruben enjoyed it. I had fun with it, but it is definitely not something to actually put on if you want to be fully engaged. Otherwise, watch it for background or whatever that is. I was talking about our worst thing, and I mentioned how for me it was Atlas. And since we'd already talked about that,
Okay.
what did you have anything that was regrettable?
I haven't talked
this
about
week?
any anime yet.
Is that regrettable?
No,
Oh, you just want to talk about anime. Let's talk about anime.
it was just on my list.
Go for it.
Okay, so there is a new fighting anime that came out to Netflix called Garouden, The Way of the Lone Wolf. If you've seen Kengan Ashura, or if you've seen Baki or Baki Hanma, these are just tournament arcs with fighters from around the world that are basically they're supposedly human, but they have like godlike powers, and each has a different sort of martial arts. Both have their issues from anime and animation. I like the characters that you get to see, but I have major issues with how they're animated. This one is that same thing, but the animation you get to see. Like you get to see the fight sequences. It doesn't feel like a storyboard that's moved a still along and left to right. Because sometimes anime does that and they showcase the big action scene. They put their budget into one particular scene, but the rest of the episode is like weak. You know, the eyebrows don't quite match up, or the faces of the people in the background aren't animated. You know, they literally are black. Is that sort of thing. I'm not saying this is the best animation ever. I just was pleasantly surprised. This is one of the better intro themes, most creative ones I've ever seen. It's a mixture of real footage with animated footage with a heavy metal soundtrack, with the character, the main protagonist, that's there the whole time. You just don't know it's there until it comes into focus, because it's brilliant. I was like, wow, this is the level of creativity. I can't wait to see what you do with it. And it starts off with our guy that doesn't like to fight humans. He fights animals. Literally the first episode, to give you a taste of what his character is like, he fights a grizzly bear. And the way he fights, the reality of it, you know, he gets injured and stuff, but it's fantastic. So you're like, oh, okay. So if he's fighting a human, it's got to be something that draws out his anger or his wolf enough to be forced into a tournament that he didn't want to be a part of. And now you get to see various different types of characters, good and bad, in a tournament arc. He's also on the run because he murdered someone by protecting a woman that was being attacked. And so he stopped this guy, but he went too far with one move and the guy died. And so he's been on the run since. There's this art style that fans of Street Fighter 5, I think, will love how they've incorporated that into this animation. So it's a black and white blurred streaks. So it's very vibrant and different when you see the animation style change so differently. So you'll notice it, but it's like very art, drawn out, long painting streaks, movements. Sometimes it like hundreds and thousands of lines to indicate the guy's like losing control of himself, and that's used with different aspects of the color being seeped out, or black and white, or vibrant like blue. If you've seen a Dragon Ball Super and you see Goku go to his like God mode, and then he goes to Ultra Instinct. It gives that sort of level of feeling of what the character is now capable of. You know, the over 9,000 sort of level when they finally reach that. So this, although not brilliant, was a lot of fun. But Netflix also released a movie called My Oni Girl. It's basically about an Oni in the form of a demon. Sorry, an Oni in the form of a human. And the Onis here have horns. Leaves their Oni village to go find the mom. The dad has said that the mom left and is in this particular place. She meets a human boy, and it's their journey together trying to find the mom. And along the way, you get to experience their beautiful relationship of blossoming. It's antagonistic at first, but it builds into a friendship. It's about broken families on both sides, but it's also about the lore of what Oni is. And we know a little bit about it because Netflix has given us various versions of Oni movies, Oni series, and so we get to find out a bit more. I do think that it looks beautiful and the story is great, and as a one-time animation watch, I highly recommend it. I do think it would have been better as a series. There's this whole sequence that we get, like maybe 20-30 minutes in the Oni village towards the end, that was fantastic. And we're introduced to so many different weird characters that I wanted to know so much more about them. And I was like, if this was a series, they could have spent time really going into who that character was, why that character's the way it is. I just felt like I was missing out on like a core history of that lore. So although there was emotional attachment to our two main protagonists and attachment to the fathers trying to find their son and daughter, because there's two fathers, one's Oni, one's human, there needed to be more time spent, I think, on some of the lore that they give us but tease us with. So beautiful animation, wonderful soundtrack, interesting story, just over too quick.
Okay. Is that all of it? Or
Yeah,
did you have one more?
That's all the anime.
Oh, okay. Let's do the chat then.
Okay.
Because we are backed up.
Oh, do we have thousands?
Not that many. Let's see here. Lavia going back to she answered you. Yeah.
She answered. Yay!
Hey, what I meant was I'm not sure if Ruben has watched Furiosa yet, because I doubt it may not come into the UK yet.
Yeah, it's out in the UK. I had an invite to go to London. I just couldn't afford to go to London and back. So I'm waiting till a time one of my sons comes back from uni next week. So I may go and watch it with him.
Nice.
Quite a trip. Yeah.
Outstanding. Yasi may have mistaken Hotel Mumbai with the Marigold Hotel.
Ooh.
Those are very different movies.
Yeah. I love Dev Patel. Yeah, he's great. But yeah, very, very different movies.
Yeah. Speaking of Dev Patel, Sharam said that feels that Monkey Man is anti-India and anti-Hindu. Why some people in the West are so bothered about us. So living happy life, minding your own business, not judging others. I just found it as an entertaining movie.
I wouldn't, maybe you're too close to it, but I wouldn't say it is that at all. I think every country has its spots that are brilliant to be in, wonderful, upbuilt, but also has places that are also dodgy and dark. And I think depicting this part of this story with India being that way, I don't take it, in my mind, I don't take it that's what India is. That for my mind, I would go, there's a little bit of that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't see it as anti-India. I'm much more anti-America. But
and
okay.
Dev Patel, he was trying to be authentic with it as well, I presume. So
yeah,
well, that's what he said in interviews. So I don't know.
I mean, good perspective. Either way, you know.
Yeah.
Sympathizer Chris Retzlaff is telling us is the HBO Sunday night series on right now. Okay.
Cool.
Nice. Fro from Norway is enjoying Strangers, the original Strangers. Yes. That is. And Mr. Flickster said Chapter 1 is a shot for shot remake of the original Strangers. Again, I don't understand why they do that then.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yasi has watched Old Man. Jeff Bridges is stunning. If you don't want to watch the whole season, only watch the first episode as a short movie because the direct and the cinematography is masterful.
Oh,
but does
that's weird.
give you the whole story though? I mean, because that's also why I watch the movies. You know what I
Because
mean?
I mean, Shogun's masterful, but I still want to watch every episode.
All of it. Yeah. Oh, and then Yasi said he can't recommend the rest of it.
Really? Okay, that's interesting.
Oh. And there is a fight sequence at the end with the end of the first episode with Jeff Bridges. Eyes popped out. Very well made. Okay, cool. I do want to check it out. Fro from Norway saying Train to Busan, favorite modern horror movie of all time. Very emotional. Just crazy how connected that is. It always blows me away from there.
Yeah, it's pretty great fun.
Sharam, we people in India love Hollywood movies and watch a lot of Hollywood movies. We respect them, but we don't know why few people in the West are against us. Again, I can't answer that. I don't know. I'm Ruben
No
and
one
I
in
from
the
our
UK. Like, we love Indian culture here, so
I mean,
can't
I
see
know there's racism everywhere, but I mean,
yeah, there's racism everywhere, like in literally everywhere. Like the French. Ugh.
Hey, now I may be moving to France.
Yes, true.
Stop.
I'm just laughing at the whole because
Yeah.
Portsmouth and Southampton hate each other because of football. The French,
But you were like right next to each other, aren't you?
literally right next to each other.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
a couple of miles.
Yeah.
That's it. And then it's like England and France.
Oh,
And again,
yeah.
I think that's football.
Yeah.
Some of that originated from. So funny.
Yeah.
Where this rivalry started.
Yeah. Have we heard that Prison Break is coming back with a new cast on Hulu?
What?
No.
We just watched the first season, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, and I enjoyed that, but I don't.
Why would you remake it now?
It can't.
Why do we not have original stories from 1,000 writers wanting to be a part of that? Can you not take one of their stories and do something? I'm so tired of this nonsense, man. Ugh.
We had a strike about being paid, and so which I'm absolutely for. You should be paid what you're worth.
But you should be embarrassed if you're a writer and you're coming bitching that.
Yeah. No, thank you. I don't want that. Just like Greg Daniels doing his Office adjacent thing. Ugh. Chris Retzlaff rewatched Last Action Hero.
Oh.
And the movie ages like a fine wine.
Really? Okay. I didn't think it would because it uses technology from the 90s, right?
It does. Yeah. Let's see. Trying so good. Yep, Fro. Agree with you there. Zelda fan. Question for Ruben. Since you're really into anime, have you tried getting into the Persona game series? Some of the best RPGs of all time.
Totally agree. I'm playing Persona 5 Royal. The problem is with Persona's games is that they're easily 100 to maybe 200 hours of gameplay. I've never finished a Persona game, and my favorite is Persona 5. And every now and again, I started and then lose a day, and I'm like, how much have I progressed in this game? There's so many little games.
Oh, really? Like side quest type things, or mini
games?
games?
It's redundant, stupid side quests. They do help you, but I just really want to become a great coffee maker. That's one of the side quests, right? There's stuff you do as a side. You live in a coffee house. Basically, you have the room, and you don't pay rent, but to help out the old man that runs the coffee shop, you do some cooking, you do some cleaning, and you make coffee. And he's teaching you about like the different coffee grinds and how to make it, the timing of it, and there's so many games like that you just lose yourself into. And I'm just like, I don't know why this is so absorbing, because the story is great and it's like anime sequences, but I just like, this is ridiculous.
Do you get to learn how to make noodles?
No.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. I am playing a lot of Fallout at the moment. When I say playing, I'm not really playing, I'm just building. I'm just building settlements and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I have a couple of one of the Fallout games that I downloaded on Steam, but I have yet to play it yet. Like, I downloaded Cyberpunk. I bought Cyberpunk also.
Hey, will you ever play it? No.
I hope so. I want to, because I need to get to the point where I can buy the DLC so I can get Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. I see why I bought it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was on sale a few weeks ago, and so I bought it.
Nice.
But
I haven't played that DLC yet. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, what is our favorite genre of film?
Ooh,
that is tough.
I'd probably go horror anime.
Yours?
Yeah.
Horror, and I mean, anime totally fits. I see that one.
But horror and anime together are my favorite stories.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know for me.
You're totally horror, because Hereditary is your favorite film.
No, it's my favorite horror film. The Way Back is my favorite film.
Oh, okay.
See, I mean, I don't know.
So what is your favorite genre?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying. I mean, I love dark, international mysteries. Crime thriller type things, you know. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily mystery, but it's that thriller, that chase, that pursuit, trying to figure out. And as long as a lot of people die, or a few people die in horrendous ways, that's my happy place.
Chris's happy place is where serial killers live.
Yeah, and I read a few months ago, Perfume, for the first time. Have you ever read that?
No, I think I've seen the film.
There's 2 movies, I think, and then there's a series on Netflix, and then there's some other ones that are
right. That's what I watched. Yeah,
I liked I think it was German series on Netflix. I liked that one, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But it is a disturbing story, even though it's very slow. General wants to know, what animes did I review? Are they only on Patreon? Need to hear me speak about the Berserk Eclipse scene, or Hunter x Hunter, or the Fate series. Most
Chris
of these
love Berserk. Oh my gosh, that's so dark.
Oh, cool. Well, that is that the Keanu Reeves thing? Or
yeah, I think that's what he's doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them I think have been on Patreon. We have talked
mostly.
about mostly. Have we talked? We've talked about a couple of animes on the show.
We have
before, I think.
But there's a few now adding up on Patreon. Again, Patreon's just £1. So even if you wanted to do it for a month for £1, you can catch up with all the reviews and then jump up.
Yeah. But yeah, I there are some that I really enjoy. Some that I have not enjoyed at all. Some that what was it? Perfect Blue? I really, really loved it, and have no idea how about the ending. Like,
oh yeah, fantastic! Yeah,
melted my brain, and
we had
still
such an interesting discussion on that one. Yeah,
we did. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. You might fall from it. Oh, yes, I love that, dude. That Colt Seavers, the original from the early 80s, mid 80s, there with Lee Majors. Oh, so good. I know you didn't watch that though, did you?
No, but I knew who they were when they pitched up. Yeah.
Okay. Sharam wants to know if we watched the Indian movie Pushpa: The Rise. I have not seen that one yet.
Is that the sequel? I've seen Pushpa. I don't know that I've seen The Rise, unless Pushpa: The Rise is Pushpa. I'm not sure. Yeah. If you want to see a review, I did that. So
cool. You talk and join right.
Brilliant.
Love it. Red Comet. Ruben, did you finish Ninja Kamui?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It's fine.
Oh,
It started off so good. I don't know. I think it went downhill a bit for me. I wanted more from it in the end. That's not to say it was bad. It's just it was so high that the high it created at the beginning, it just couldn't quite match that. Yeah.
Bummer.
Mm.
Best movies and series you've watched so far in 20.
Good Lord.
Well, I think we're going to do like we do most years.
Oh,
midway
yeah.
through.
Midway through, we'll do a top 10 or something.
Yeah, it's of our so far type of thing. So, yeah, we will be looking for that. We'll do that soon. Have we seen the movie 310 to Yuma? Long time ago.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I think
It's got to be 15 years old, at least, that film.
Yeah. And Lovia went back to see Furiosa discussions. Chris, I didn't feel. Okay, so she didn't feel the time either. What the hell? There was a time though that I felt it was a bit dragged in the 4th chapter, but it picked up soon. Wait, so you didn't feel the time, but you felt it? I don't buy that. No. You contradicted yourself, Lovia, and there you go. But no, it was a lot of fun, and the story. Come on, the story was so good. So, yeah. Oh, Elijah's here. Hey, how
Elijah.
are you? Missed a bit? Well, just a little bit. It's okay. We're going.
Just an hour and 48 minutes. Yeah, cool.
Jade, welcome. Hello. Glad that you're here. Is it racist to ask Chris to say vehicle correctly?
Vehicle?
Vehicle?
No.
How is it correctly?
Vehicle.
What is... what?
Not vehicle. Vehicle.
Vehicle.
Yeah. There you go.
Vehicle.
Vehicle.
Like a Fiat. Like a Fiat.
What?
You don't know what a Fiat is?
I know what a Fiat is, the Fiat car.
Yeah.
But vehicle.
In America,
a V.
in America, we say Fiat.
Why?
I don't know. We say Fiat here in our house.
Oh,
But
okay.
what's wrong with vehicle?
So much. This is great. Automobile.
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
It's a wall plug. There we go.
We're back.
Yes. Jade saw Abigail. Fantastic story about wanting a child's love. You're absolutely right.
I mean, what it is. Yeah,
it is. Yeah. We watched it actually this last weekend, the whole family, because my wife and I were the only ones I think that had seen it, and so the kids and their and my daughters had not seen it, and so. Yeah, we liked it. And we had that same discussion of would I have enjoyed this even more had I not known the twist about Abigail.
The twist. Yeah.
And and it's a legitimate question still. One that we're just never going to know. Do you guys not watch broadcast shows? No, I don't.
What's a broadcast show?
Like TV with commercials? Like over the air type thing.
No. There's no need to anymore.
No, I mean, I subscribe to everything streaming, but I don't have an antenna. I don't have satellite. I don't have cable.
No. Plus, we have to pay TV license, and it's expensive.
Oh, yeah, you do. We don't. It's free here, but I don't like American TV most of the time, so I'm not going to do that. Ruben, since you love horror so much, recommend the UK version of The Descent.
Yeah, I've seen it many times, and I've seen both versions, and I like the American version more because it's happier.
No.
But Chris likes the original because it's darker.
It's so much better. Yes. Oh, okay. Pluto is emotional and great. What's Pluto?
It's an animated series on Netflix about AI robots, the top 8 robots. It's very emotional. You would cry. Yeah. I think it's too long for you to get into, though. It's just like 8 episodes, but like an hour long each episode. Or something. They're long animated episodes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very good.
Well, and now, okay, so I'm supposed to watch. Everybody wants me to watch Pluto, and now Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tales.
I've heard.
How
of
many episops are there of Fairy Tale?
I don't know. I've heard of Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to happen. I'm glad. Thanks, Mr. Flixer, but no, I'm not. No.
You would love the main protagonist, though. It's great.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. I'm sure I would. I mean, there's some of these things that are just I love it. Like some are strictly for the animation. Like
Mm,
it's beautiful and I just get sucked in.
yeah,
Some of it, the story, like the one that we're doing for Patreon this week, like
so different. Yeah,
it is. And I didn't expect that I would enjoy it as much as I am.
I laughed a lot.
I
Oh, it
did
was really
too.
funny.
I
Yeah.
did too. It was, and it just kept like. Anyway,
Anyway,
go
we'll talk
go
about
go
that
to
on Patreon.
Patreon. Yeah, Shiny. Because of your review, at some point, you started to Shiny started to watch some anime. Look,
Awesome.
you
Welcome.
converted somebody.
Yay. What are you watching? Let me know.
Yeah, tell us. Sugar is worth watching or not? I'm halfway through it, and so far, yes. I don't know how to ends though mode, so I don't. Maybe it's gonna just stop altogether. Who knows? Okay, Sharam with another update on World Cup.
Thanks, man.
2026 is in U.S. and Mexico. Oh, you can come over to watch. I would I would probably say, well, it depends on where in the U.S. because the U.S. is stupid big. Um, Even California, where I live, is stupid long. So it is a crap ton of time. Um,
That'd be fun, though.
so it would be fun to meet up.
Mm.
So we could do a watch along or something. Um, Mode, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Oh, no, you didn't say it is good. You said, is it good? That's a question. You're not wrong. No, Franklin is not good. I am convinced, as strong as Apple is in their original series and how they knock it out of the park so consistently, they suck when it comes to biographical or
Oh, yeah, no,
more
I
so
agree.
historical
Yeah,
things.
the historical stuff that just doesn't seem to be good. Yeah.
Manhunt,
Mm.
not good. Franklin, not good. I started to watch The Big Cigar about Huey P. Newton
Oh, yeah.
and the rise of the Black Panthers.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a comic book, which was
Weird.
it was a weird presentation, but I was totally digging episode 1, and then episode 2 just kind of just fell off and was like, ugh, and I
Okay.
didn't go back to it. So
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
yeah. Um, Yes, Red Comet, you are absolutely correct. Furiosa, Mad Gary Busey is coming in 2027.
Is that the
I
next
heard
sequel?
about. Yes, yes. Son of Soils, hey, welcome. Glad that you're
Good
here.
evening.
Yes. Everyone's still waiting for that.
Okay, so I got some news on this. I am creating a T-shirt for Patreon that says "You got a pretty mouth" with our bearded faces on them. So you can buy that exclusive on Patreon soon.
I'm gonna buy one just because it disturbs me.
Yay!
Oh, Jade, I completely agree. Broadcast sucks. Oh, the ending of Abigail ruined it for you. See,
Oh, I like the ending.
I
Okay.
liked the end of because
Also,
Radio
because
Silence.
it links to something else.
Yep.
Yeah.
They confirmed it was part of a universe, and I love that.
Amazing. So good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can't wait to see what else they do because I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, what? Yes, Red Comet, Cable Cutter. Yep, absolutely. That's what I did. Yeah, for Jade, the ending made sense for Abigail there. I agree. I liked the ending of it. Are you excited, Ruben, for the return of Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War arc
Yeah,
part 3?
the animation in that
God.
has been spectacular. I've been blown away. Like the original Bleach series is great. It comes with like that of Naruto, all of those. That's when those were airing, and then they came back after like a long, many years,
Mm.
and I've just been absolutely blown away by the quality of the action that we get. Like beautiful. Yes. So yes, I can't wait.
But like Red Comet points out, can we talk about the title?
Bleach, the 1,000-Year War Blood Arc Part 3.
That is just, yeah.
Part 4 is going to be something else.
Yeah, of course. Shiny might start Garouden, so there you go. See?
There are loads of other better animes.
Best movie watch this week from Son of Soils, the found footage Noroi, The Curse, from 2005.
Did we watch this?
I think we did watch this.
Yeah, I think we watched this.
I do. Yeah, I think I'm pulling it up right now just to make sure because I remember it. But is this the? Yes, yes. This was Okay,
Messed up. Yeah.
messed up. Yes. Have you seen the movie Side Effects?
Stars. Channing Tatum,
Rooney Mara. Yes,
Jude
I
Law,
think
Catherine Zeta. I think so. I think it was forgettable.
I have seen this. Yes, there was like a twist to it, right?
Mm,
At the end.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, that's all I remember. Okay, Ruben.
No, you skipped. You
No,
skipped
no, wait, I will. I will go back. I will go
Okay.
back. But you gotta. General's calling me out here. I
Read
didn't
all
read.
my comments. We demand to hear
Yeah,
some.
yeah.
You got a pretty mouth. Here.
That's why I moved on because I didn't want to hear him say that. Oh, Shiny. The best accurate biopic is Lincoln the Vampire Hunter. Absolutely.
I agree. That film's
Yes.
spectacular, accurate as well.
Yes, and from a historical,
Hmm.
like what's the word? Not fiction because it's not fiction. It is nonfiction, but Pride and Prejudice and Zombies is also
yeah.
another one that is.
Yep. Lincoln has a great beard in that film.
Oh, does I say I've not seen it yet, but that's
You haven't
it's
seen
pretty.
it?
No, it's pretty
Dude.
accurate though, right?
Oh yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Okay.
That's like historical data right there,
No,
or,
I'm gonna
or
have to
data.
data. Which one?
Wow,
Vehicle.
just get angry.
Yeah, wall plug. That sounded like an insult. Wall plug.
You did. You like spat it at me. Vehicle. Vehicle. Yeah.
Vehicle. So Chris Retzloff saw the second best thing was Ezra. Touching.
That's so weird. It feels like a
fantastic-
comment we had last week. Didn't someone else say that?
I don't know. I know he watched it this week.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
good. Okay.
Would you rather eat pizza before or after watching the movie?
After.
Yes.
Okay. Whenever.
I don't
Give me
understand.
pizza.
I don't understand the question. What do you mean? Why can't I eat it during? What's going on? If it's big enough too, I can watch it the entire time. I can eat.
If I'm at the cinema, after. At home, all the time. Yeah.
I can't wait to. Okay, I'm doing this because I love this title again. These anime and manga and stuff. Do you read the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex manga?
What? So Boruto is Naruto's son, but I don't know.
Of
what
course
the
it is.
Blue Vortex manga is. Okay. Never heard of that. So no, I don't.
Okay.
No.
The Red Turtle is a great anime movie.
Now that is a
No-
movie you need to watch, Chris.
No dialogue.
No dialogue, no tropes either. It's phenomenal.
Okay. Jade, I have not watched Bridgerton yet.
Yeah, I like it. It's good. Those are my thoughts.
Okay. Ruben, if you really like horror anime, try another anime from 2012. Very
Never heard
creepy
of this
story and atmosphere. Huh,
Awesome.
nice.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's come back.
Okay. Dude,
I
people are chatting today.
know it's awesome. I did not watch the movie that we were supposed to watch together.
You made me watch that crap.
I'm gonna watch it this week.
You made me watch that crap. I was sitting like, why did Chris choose this one? Look, how is this on his list? What is this movie?
Well, I haven't seen it. I don't know. It was just on my list. Okay, we'll talk about it next week. I'll watch it. I promise. I'll watch it.
The
So
frick,
you want to hit
man.
up? You want to hit entertainment news?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. What you got?
I don't know. Let's see. I don't remember. There was something. I don't know. Go for it while I try and find it.
No, that's why I was
Um,
asking you because it takes
oh,
me a while to get to my
well,
stuff that I've
I know,
saved.
I know. Okay. Um, I,
Okay, I got one. This is so funny. Craven the Hunter was delayed to December as Sony believes people will spend holidays seeing it over and over again.
did they? Is this a Morbius situation?
Oh yeah, this is the same. I mean, you know who Craven is, right? He's one
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Spider-Man's arch nemesis. He is, I think, in one of the comics killed him. So it's
It's Aaron Taylor Johnson,
yeah. But
which I'm looking forward to that.
well, I am and I'm not. This. Let's be honest. Their movies haven't been great. Even their good ones aren't great, right? We
Yes.
Morbius, the one that talks to him that's with Tom Hardy, Venom.
Venom.
Saying
I
that,
like
I am
Venom.
looking forward to the third Venom because it's called The Last Dance, which is, and the poster is exactly a ripoff of the Last Dance movie, which is a dancing movie, romantic comedy dancing movie. And the poster for Venom 3 is Venom The Last Dance, just with his head on the it. If they're going that route, it could be really good. So,
Okay.
but still, it hasn't been great.
I I think the best part of the Venom series is Hardy arguing with himself, you
Yes,
know? And
100%.
he's just filthy
Mm.
also. Did you enjoy the Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively movie A Simple Favor?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Did you know that they were doing a sequel?
I didn't. Are they in it?
I I, I believe so, and
Oh,
it's getting
it was
ready to
really
wrap up
creepy.
filming.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's coming to Prime in 2025.
Okay, interesting. Here's some really great news that I think everybody will love. Uh, two Pirates of the Caribbean movies are in the works. Uh, it's a reboot by Jeff Nathanson, who wrote the Lion King, and a spin-off starring Margot Robbie. Johnny Depp is not returning.
I knew that he was not. The last thing I saw was that they had written them, but they hadn't confirmed Jack Sparrow or not yet. And a lot of the questions were, how do you write that? How do you
How
write
do
a
you
story?
write Pirates of the Caribbean? Okay, so you're going to write it without Jack Sparrow because you can't have anyone else. Like you just can't.
No.
Because anybody else that tries to copy is trying to copy like Robin Williams doing the genie, right? It's
Yes,
impossible,
just
as
doesn't
proven
work.
by Will Smith in the live action. Still a fun movie, not nearly as good. Uh, so then you do it without Jack Sparrow. So then, do you have a film that works? Because that first movie, Pirates of the Caribbean, only works because of that character in it. It establishes a world so you could build around him. So you have the drama, you have the lore, but his character is what makes the movie.
Yes,
Mm.
I, I'm. I am hopeful with Margot Robbie in it. Maybe they're just going to take it as another story. You know what I
Well,
mean?
her
Because
movie's
there
a
were
spin-off one.
so it's a
There's
it's
two.
a female pirate of the
Yeah,
Caribbean.
yeah.
See, and we know, I mean, there were female pirates, so I
Oh, for
think this
sure.
totally
Yeah.
works. I think as long as they maybe just keep it in the world, I guess. I don't know. I'd have to know more about it. I'm
Mm.
mid on that right now.
All right, I have a statement to read.
Okay.
Okay. We're very excited to be joining you on July 26th, but we should set the table correctly. This film is as paper thin as a sequel to Battlefield Earth. We're mostly going to beat each other senseless, make enemies with Disney, tell a few dick jokes, make a few jokes at my expense, make a lot of jokes at Hugh's expense, and completely sidesteps Marvel's mandated after credits sequence, which you haven't, if you haven't figured out yet, is always just a commercial for another movie, which will invariably end with a commercial for another movie. So sit back, relax, let us lower your IQ and raise your heart rate while we travel to a vapid dreamland, a place where grown men and grown women walk around in tights and act like it's not a giant cultural cry for help. This is cinema.
I love it.
That was Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
promoting Deadpool 3. Yeah.
Perfect. That's so good. So good. Oh, and it's going to work because he's honest. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
So Stranger Things, and actually all these other shows, you need to pay attention. The Boys, season 4 has not yet come out, right? It comes out in middle-ish of June,
Middle of
beginning-ish
June?
of June.
Yeah.
The writers have already begun to sit down and start hashing things out for season 5.
And did you hear that Stranger Things season 5 is using de-aging because of how long it's taken?
And it was already going to be a time jump, right?
Yeah.
They were
Yeah. They're already doing 5 years, right? Yeah.
At this point, just stop. I think you know what I mean. Like, as much as I want the series
They've ruined
to go
what was some of the best TV ever.
Ever. Yeah.
Ever. Yeah.
So good. And no.
Okay. Well, that was the last of my internet news.
That's okay. 2025. Wake up, dead man. A Knives Out mystery comes to Netflix.
A threequel.
Yes.
What 3? Is it?
Why not?
Do we have Daniel Craig then returning as his detective?
I believe so. I think because he said, like Daniel Craig said, that he loves the character.
Right.
And so I think he'll play it until Rian Johnson just stops coming up with good stories.
They're really good. They're good fun. I enjoy them a lot.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Oh, that's great news. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You want to talk about what we're looking forward to this week?
Sure.
There's a Polish crime thriller, I guess, coming on Wednesday, I think, in the U.S. It's called Colors of Evil, Red.
Right.
I am really looking forward to
coming
this.
to what?
Oh,
channel?
I'm sorry. Did I not say Netflix?
No. To Netflix.
That's helpful. I'm just going to tell you what's coming out. I'm not going to tell you where. Oh my goodness! There's also a Brazilian film called Bionic. It's a sci-fi.
Good
We'll
Bionic.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, on May 29th. So that's also coming to Netflix.
Cool.
So yeah.
For those that haven't watched Scavenger's Reign yet, that was a HBO original. It's coming to Netflix this week.
Really?
Yeah. Still says Max original, but they bought the rights to it. So
Okay.
Eric is one I'm very much looking forward to reviewing and watching.
I have not watched the trailer on purpose.
Yeah, me
because
neither.
the imagery has me intrigued.
Mm.
It has Benedict Cumberbatch in there.
Yeah,
and
Cucumber Patch.
Yeah, and some animal monster thing. I don't know.
Okay. Have
Yeah,
you
I
read
don't
the
know.
synopsis?
Nope.
Oh, all right, cool. I'm not going to say anything. Geek Girl.
Yeah.
That is a film that's coming to Netflix on Thursday.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh,
Have you?
No.
Okay.
There is there's I'm trying to remember the language of this. I think it's Spanish series called Raising Voices. It looks like it's going to be a heavy drama,
Right.
but also teenage, but still very real and poignant. So,
Okay.
you saw this already. I have not watched it, but Dancing for the Devil, the 7M TikTok cult.
Gosh. Yeah. two things to say off the bat. If you come from a Christian household, it's going to trigger you.
Oh,
Also, they drag it out. It's
should have been a lot shorter. Is that what
way
you're saying?
shorter.
To just condense it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good to know there. Let's see here. What is the? There is. I think it's coming out at the end of the month. So on like the 31st,
Right.
Young Woman in the Sea. It's a Daisy Ridley led movie.
Oh.
Yeah. Also coming on video on demand, or VOD, as we like to say.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said video on demand. That's weird, but
on cassette tape.
Now coming to DVD. There is a movie on Monday. What is that? Sorry, I clicked off of my calendar. Monday the 27th. This movie called Pandemonium, and it is what language is it? I don't know. It's kind of a horror. Well, it is a horror. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I have not sat down to watch it yet. Even though I have the screeners, it's French.
Okay.
So it says after realizing he has died at the scene of a car crash, Nathan descends into the depths of hell, where he is doomed to experience the pain of tortured souls along the way.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah.
Cool.
I think that's all I got.
Yeah, I don't have anything else really. It seems like a bit of a lighter week. I do have some straight to VOD reviews coming this week, but I think those will be like exclusive to the UK or have finally come out to the UK. So,
okay.
Look out for those. There's some British stuff that I know you like, Chris.
The following week, there's a couple of things in the cinema.
That's June, right? The first week of June.
Yeah, the first week of June. Yeah.
Bad Boys for Life. Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Bad Boys Ride or Die. Which I saw somebody tweet out that they missed the opportunity.
They really did.
Yeah. So The Watchers also comes out.
The Watched.
The Watchers.
Don't you mean The Watched?
No, there's The Watchers, which is a Shyamalan movie. It's written and directed by his daughter.
Okay. Well, there's a film called The Watched on the 7th of June. Stars Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, that's The Watchers.
No, it's called The Watched.
No.
I'm literally looking at the title. It's called The Watched.
I am too, on IMDb. 2024, PG-13, an hour and 42 minutes, The Watchers.
What the hell?
Are they calling it something different in the UK?
Yeah, it's called The Watched.
No.
Original title is called The Watchers, but...
No. No, it's The Watchers.
It's Watched. Ishana Shilaman.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, everywhere else, well, UK is the only ones that are calling it The Watched.
I wonder why we changed it. Why? Like, just what could be the reasoning behind that one?
Maybe there's another movie that was too similar.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Hilarious.
Okay. Anyway,
cool.
Should we hit up the chat before we say ta-ta?
Yeah. I mean, I won't be saying that, but I'll say goodbye.
You want to say goodbye?
I won't say ta-ta.
Why not? Ta-ta for now. TTFN. Tigger. No? Okay. No. Red comment halfway through Frozen Empire and halfway through Kung Fu Panda 4.
Wow. You're right.
Yeah. Sorry. Mr. Flickster, we're going back to Abigail. The end makes no sense. No plot resolution. What about Joey's son? See, I thought there was plot resolution. I thought that.
Yeah. I didn't.
that we've seen growth in a character,
Yeah.
who is able to then has realized some things and learned some things and even had a conversation with a key character that spurred them on.
Mm.
I know that's very vague, but yeah. Uh, uh, oh, it would have been okay. So that yeah, I know, General. You like to tease me a bit. Okay, you got a purty mouth, or just purty stuff. I got a purty phone. Look at right here. I have some purty coffee. It's a
Coffee.
look at that as that goes into my purty mouth. Okay, I'm done with that. That's
That
creeping me out.
that's so creepy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. The other episodes of The Old Man, other than the first, are boring as crap. But we might like it.
Oh,
So
thanks. Just
what does
kidding.
that, yeah, what does that
Wow.
say about a?
Don't hold back, man.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Badger is mocking my pronunciation. No. There's no
No, don't apologize.
yeah, with an S. Dude, do you see that? Apologize with an S. Just keep it coming. Yeah, vehicle. I'm going to go into my automobile.
With your aluminum. Anyway.
Oh, so good. Oh,
dear.
Jack Sparrow's mother, played by Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, it's probably coming.
No, yeah. Okay, so I'm Son of Soils wants me to watch the beautiful movie The Red Turtle. The ending is going to make you both cry. Why do I want to cry? Like, is it
It's
just
no, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful
like
cry. Yeah,
like touching?
yeah.
Is it
Very
or
much
sad?
so. It's sad in place. It's just incredible. It's I don't even really class it as an animation. Like it's art. It's fantastic.
Okay.
You'll be mesmerized for sure.
Okay. Yale clarifying his question to me because I answered incorrectly. The pizza before
Right.
or after. There's no during the movie option. I defy that logic. That is not. So then let me answer this. Yes, still before and after. Well, I don't know why I should be limited on pizza if I want to have it. Do you darken the room when watching something, creating a cinema-like atmosphere? Depends for me. How about you, Ruben?
Yeah, I switch the light on sometimes when I'm watching horror. So dark. Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
If it's like one of those found footage where people are being like attacked in the bed, I'm like, I'm gonna switch the light on.
Yeah, we have. I mean, we have room darkening blinds, and so depending on what we're watching, like sometimes I don't mind a little light coming in, but if the film is dark or if there's the light coming in can create any kind of glare on the TV.
Yeah, I mean, there are some of late that are just filmed so dark. Dark Matter, for example, dude, you can watch that in pitch black and still not see what's going on.
Yeah, those scenes in the hallway and stuff like that just got to be ridiculous. Where you're like,
So ridiculous. Or Game of Thrones, that one episode. Yeah.
Yep. Loving the Knives Out movies. Yeah, I think I'm down for more. Ruben, are you watching the weekly release of? I don't know
Yes.
what DS is. Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And MHA, My Hero Academia. Look,
Yes.
see, I know these things.
You're starting to get it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna watch them, but hey, the Son of Soils is gonna binge them.
I can't. I can't. I'm watching them every week as they come out. I must have them in my eyeballs.
Have there been any more Attack on Titan live action?
I mean, we've had the 2 movies that they did, part 1 and 2, and those weren't great. So hopefully not.
Really, I've never seen. Are they from?
Yeah, they're not American. They're Japanese.
Well, yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm just trying to. Oh, how did they do the Titans? Was it
Badly.
Okay? From 2015, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just look at some of the images. I mean, not badly, like, but they're not real, right?
Oh, this
But
looks like
but
this.
Titans aren't real anyway, so
Well, yeah, but I
that's
mean, the Titans. Like I'm watching this one on IMDb, and it's crashing over a wall.
hmm,
The wall looks animated. The
mhm.
smoke and dirt looks
Yeah,
animated.
yeah. It that's what it looks like, green screen heaven rather than you know,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
okay,
So
all
not great.
right. Yeah. I've seen both of our reviews for the movie The Highwaymen, and we're contrasting. Ruben didn't like what Chris did. Personally, I really liked the movie. Thoughts? I don't remember The Highwaymen. That's Kevin Costner. Is that? Do you remember
What are
that
you talking
Netflix
about?
movie?
I don't remember the Highwaymen at all.
Yeah, it's from
That's so
2019.
funny.
Kevin Costner and Woody
Did we review?
Harrelson.
Did I review that? Oh, okay.
Apparently, you did. I don't know. Um, the oh, it's about Bonnie and Clyde, but it's from the detectives like point of view type of thing. Um, honestly, Niket, if I said I liked it, then cool. Um, I have no memory of the film
Oh yeah,
at
you
all.
got 2,300 views, so a few people watched it.
Okay, but I don't. Yeah, Will Smith can
Uh,
just slap. Oh wait, are you looking at it to see if you remember it?
yeah, I kind of remember it now. Yeah, it was fine.
Okay,
That's
I
this.
don't. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. So in Bad Boys 4, I guess they're just gonna. He's just gonna slap the criminals.
Wow.
Ouch. Too soon?
But yes, he could
No.
do that. Yeah.
Yes, he could. Um, Corey Haim's Watchers from 1988. Have you seen this? I don't know. This doesn't sound. And Michael Ironside, who is a good bad guy there. Watchers. Oh, I think I've seen this a long time ago.
But I mean, to change the name because of a film that came out in 1988 would be weird.
Yeah, my guess is that you have another film in the U.S. All right, in the U.S. In the U.K. that was called The Watchers, and maybe it was just too close or too soon. I don't know.
There's a
It's very
Watchers
weird though.
TV series that came out in 2022.
Called The Watchers or
The
Watchers.
Watchers. The Watchers.
Is that the one
It
on Netflix that you watched that
looks
was terrible?
terrible. Oh, there was a Netflix series, wasn't there? No, it's not that one.
There's a 2022 movie. It looks like called. No, that was season 1. Never mind. There's there's a lot of them called The Watchers.
Yeah, maybe that's why they changed it to The Watched because it's so different.
Yeah, I don't. There's one from 2019. Well, no, there's a few of them called Watched also.
Okay, I think we're
Right.
spending too much time on this.
Okay.
I don't think it matters.
But hey, we are the best critic duo, so we'll take that.
Okay, cool.
Ruben, have you seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Yeah, most of it, but I've seen his daughter's adventure more. I think, which is great. Netflix just put out a new series of that. Yeah, love JoJo. It's so weird. That's what I love about it. Yeah.
Lovia gave this show 3.5 out of 5 this week. Okay, we strive to do better.
Nicolas Cage's. I like it. It's Nicolas
Yes,
Cage's. Nice.
yes,
What do better, Lavia?
yes. Thanks for joining us, Lovia. Ruben, I want to see your shirt. What's your shirt?
Oh, it's the Witcher emblem, with cyberpunk combined color scheme.
The Watcher.
The Witcher,
Oh,
not the Watcher. What are you doing? What are you doing, Chris? As you can see, it also has 2077 for Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, nice. That's a cool mashup.
Yeah, because there's a line in the game of the Witcher which it talks about a portal that they go through in a cyberpunk world. So, yeah.
In the Netflix series or
No,
in the
game.
book? Oh, in the game.
In the
Okay,
game. Yeah.
gotcha. Are they made by the same studio?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
CD Projekt Red. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Badger heard that there was an American remake of Attack on Titan announced before the pandemic, but probably got shelved.
Probably got shelved. Yeah.
I'm not sure how you could do it convincingly.
I mean, did you ever watch the Death Note American movie?
I didn't know.
Ugh.
Uh, okay, receiving a lot of recommendations for Uzua Kamura Incident series, rural Japanese supernatural folklore missing person case. Can't
Ooh.
find it online. Let me type this in. I don't know. Uzu Kawamura. There's Uzu Kawamura Jiken, which is probably not how you say it at all. Um, it's a series, 6 episodes,
Hmm.
but I don't know where it's. I don't even know if it is. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, at some point we'll probably get it as an original Netflix because they've bought it.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Uh, what do you think of the greatest fight scene in any film? Favorites are the hallway fight in Old Boy and both of the final fights in the Raid movies.
Those are good, but I think the original Chuck Norris films are better. I'm just joking.
Poking the bear there.
The what's his name? That was a CIA agent. Um, Flipping it. He did all the 80s next to Jean-Claude Van Damme. He did Nico, Under Siege, Steven Seagal.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
posted the picture of Fat Man.
yeah. Oh my gosh,
I think
Steven Seagal.
I think my favorite one of those AI images was him as Aquaman, or
Oh my
no, Green
gosh,
Lantern. Was it Green Lantern?
Green.
No, it was Aquaman, wasn't it?
No, it was Aquaman. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Aquaman. Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
so funny.
they were.
Yeah, but going back to best fight sequences, I would have to say something. One of them in The Matrix, Mr. Anderson, original one, when he first meets Neo. I think that's incredible fight sequence. Trinity running up the wall, kind of taking down the cops. Just moments that like dropped my jaw on the floor. Kill Bill 1, when she meets the master with the long beard. That was a pretty cool fight sequence. The best of all time is really tough. Some from John Wick are really incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to say there's been some where, I mean, even the one shot in Guardians 3 was awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
I
All right. So
l-
I'm thinking hand-to-hand combat, but yeah, you're talking
I
just whatever fight sequences. Yeah. Like
yeah.
even Endgame, you could say massive
Oh,
fight sequence at the
okay,
end.
that is a fight sequence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The what was that movie? Vikram. There was
Mm.
one of those. I think it was in when he's being surrounded by all the motorcycles.
Yeah.
You know, that was
RRR
some.
then you could put in there as well.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, I don't know. I mean,
That's too hard to choose. I guess you'd have to break it down into genre almost.
yeah, because I love it. I mean, the ones that stand out to me the most are when they are continuous takes.
Mm.
But yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here. Maybe they think the Watchers would make everyone think it's about people who watch and follow around the royal family.
Dude.
Oh, Bloodsport.
Yeah, that's
That infight.
fantastic. Yeah, Bloodsport, Kickboxer, both very similar films. But yeah, those end fights. If you go back and watch them now, it's so funny because Jean-Claude does a lot of and there's a lot of because he used to be a I say ballerina, he used to do ballet. He's split roundhouse kick. He became his like trademark, and so they used to always in his films slow it down as he spins and have the sound effect. And now it's just like, oh my gosh, so cheesy. But at the time, it was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, General, you're welcome for all that purdy stuff. Yes, different from Ruben's, just as disturbing, I think. So, Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love the cow fighting scene.
I've not seen
No,
that.
is it Kung Pao where he fights the cow?
I don't know.
I think
Maybe.
so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, the bus scene in Nobody.
Yeah,
That was good.
I agree.
Your last comment was Chris, recommend a classic old Korean rom-com movie called Castaway on the Moon.
Hmm.
Okay. Thanks, Sylvia, for that.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. And Ruben, you are correct.
it was.
It is Cowtastic.
Yeah, nice. He like beats the others. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Oh man. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We should watch Street Fighter 2, the animated movie.
We
Wait,
did.
didn't
We reviewed that on Patreon.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
we did watch that one. That's why I was like, I think I've seen that one.
Mm.
So yeah. All right. Take care, General. Everybody, thank you so much. All Valley tournament. Yeah. Put him in a body bag. Sweep the leg. Kick his ass, Johnny. Oh gosh. Everybody, yeah. Don't forget, we have our Patreon at patreon.com/the bearded ones. It is £1 to get in there. There's a couple that are outside the paywall, but then just a crap ton of other stuff. We've been doing, oh gosh, what have we done? I don't even know what all we've done recently. We did some spoiler reviews. There have been some animes that have been requested. We've done movie reviews. There's skits. There's just slice of life type of things. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So you can get in there, hop in different. If you want to make me watch something or you want to make Ruben watch something, there's tiers for that as well. But we thank everybody and thank all of our patrons because it's a great little community. We chat during the week, and so a lot of fun there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Ruben with the Ruby Tuesday. Me, Chris, Movies and Munchies. There are some great fights. Peace out. Cobra Kai never dies. Show no mercy. No gang signs. With that, friends, we will see you next week. All right. Take care.